Welcome back to the charming chaos of three guys, and sometimes Bob podcast, tucked away in our beloved cigar cave, a place where cigars meet motor oil and haircuts are as likely as heart-to-hearts. Dive into a space where each smoke swirl could unravel a story and every tune-up is paired with wisdom you didn't know you needed. Fancy a trim or a tipple, courtesy of the mischievous mixologists at Steam Distillery, serving up spirited as our conversation.
Joined by your favorite hosts, and maybe Bob, if he's not lost on the way here again. We roam from the profound to the perfectly ordinary and sometimes take sharp lefts into the wonderfully weird. It's all part of the charm in our peculiar part lounge, part garage, part salon, where normal is the oddest thing you'll hear. Sponsored by the eclectic corners of the cigar cave and the angry scientists at Steam Distillery, gear up for an escapade of guffaws, insights, and the odd puzzler. So kick back, light up, and let's set off on this freewheeling journey of chat and chance. Remember, this isn't just any podcast. It's your passport to a world of impromptu adventures and dialogue. And now a special hello to our friends listening from afar.
Germany and Austria. Hallo und herzlich willkommen an alle unsere Zuhörer in Deutschland und Österreich. Es freut uns sehr, euch dabei zu haben.
Israel, hello to all our listeners in Israel. Thank you for being with us.
New Zealand, kia ora to all our listeners in New Zealand. We're stoked to have you tuning in.
사우스 코리아, 안녕하세요. 한국에서 듣고 계신 모든 분들께 함께해 주셔서 감사합니다.
Well, obviously we got, I have fucking no idea anymore.
No bam.
Welcome.
No bam.
No
So,
bam.
yeah.
No bam.
Yeah, that was the same thing as last week.
Yeah,
And you asked the exact same questions last week.
I did.
So,
and I didn't even know who
throwing
was
at
here
him.
last week.
Jesus.
I know that someone new is here right now.
Yes, someone.
There is somebody
my
new.
baby daughter, my youngest.
Hello.
Itikwa.
Yeah. She turned Asian real quick.
No, she's not Asian. No, rice is rice, but she is white as white could be.
As rice.
As rice. White as rice. Hello, darling.
Hello, Daddy.
How are you?
Good.
Good. Welcome to Three Guys and Sometimes Bob.
Oh, three guys and sometimes Bob. Hello.
Yeah, there's Bob.
And we're three guys.
Bob found his way here again. Apparently, I forgot that you were here last week.
Ich war hier letzte Woche.
See? Guten Tag to you.
So we got updates on the stats.
Oh,
goody.
Oh, good.
We
good.
gained a follower.
Just one?
Just one.
We're crushing it.
Hey, better than none.
Hey, yeah, we're up to 42 now.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
Oh, wait, maybe not.
We lost five and
We
gained
lost
one.
5. Gained
Yeah, 42. 42 followers.
All right.
Total of 687 plays. But our cool thing is on our analytics, on our peoples. We gained 2 more states in Germany.
Wow.
So we're up to 10 states in Germany
It
now.
had to be the intro.
Yeah, I'm sure.
They're calling.
Wir kommen.
So as far as Germany goes, we've got North Rhine-Westphalia, Bavaria, Baden-Württemberg region, Mecklenburg-Vorpommern, Saxony, Lower Saxony, Land Berlin, Saarland. We gained Thuringia and Saxony-Anhalt.
Your pronunciation
Welcome.
is just damn near superb.
For somebody who's 75% German, I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Never been there, never spoken the language.
Welcome
It's
to our
beautiful.
German listeners. That's
Yeah.
fantastic.
When I was there back in the day, it was as green as Oregon used to.
That was when the wall was still up, right?
Actually, yeah,
it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, the wall.
Was it prior World War II or?
No, that was after.
Oh, a little bit after.
A day or two.
Yeah, a day or
A
two
day or
after.
1970, I believe.
You can thank Saint Ronnie for that wall coming down.
Well,
And the
last
rest
time I was there was no wall.
right. Yeah, there was no wall.
There was,
but there was a bomb on your front porch.
Well, no, that was from the bunker my mother came out of.
And we gained Massachusetts.
Really?
Well, it's about damn time.
Wow.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, the funny thing, it doesn't say what town, does it?
Yeah, I clicked
Boston?
that. Andover.
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 Oh, Andover. I thought you said handy.
Hand over fist.
Okay. Well, welcome, Massachusetts. Does anybody know where that's at?
Massachusetts? It's over yonder.
East Coast. You guys are such assholes. Is it above
east.
Oregon?
It's east.
It's about
No, Handover or Andover.
Andover. Yeah.
It's in Massachusetts.
It's in Massachusetts. Oh, this is going to be a long.
It's close to that one place, but not so close to the other one.
You know that one place?
That one place.
They
No,
live
that
right
would
next
just confuse
to.
us
They live
more.
right next to that. Oh, what's her name?
Yeah,
Yeah.
good old what's her name?
Oh, good old what's her
She's a
name?
great old gal.
All right. Well, pretty exciting week here in Grants Pass, Oregon.
Yeah, we got movement with your caveman all over town.
Yeah. We got Boatnik this week.
The official day of Dirtnik.
Hey.
That's sacred ground up in here.
Hey, there's a
That
little
is
dirt.
Boatnik.
Yeah.
I raised you better than that.
Did you, though?
I try.
It's her mother's fault.
It is. It definitely is her mother's fault. Which she doesn't listen to this, so it's all her fault.
Yes, absolutely. Watch it. She's at her office right now with some headsets on.
No.
going,
That would be her bonus
motherfucker.
mom.
Oh.
She listens. I don't know when she listens, but she does.
We were listening to it on the way to the airport yesterday.
Of course you were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is she gone again?
No, she's at home.
Oh, so just go to the airport for fun?
Well,
Dropping off my boyfriend.
Yeah. So
Where'd
over
he
the-
go?
Back home.
Where's-
California.
Oh, you got one of them.
I know.
We got
She-
some of them too.
She leaves tomorrow to go back home.
Oh, you live there?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're one of them.
I am
Yeah.
now.
They're neighbors of Tom and
Bob.
and Jimmy.
And Jimmy,
So
the
she lives
whole.
down in Morgan Hills,
Morgan
which is
Hill.
outside of San Jose.
Is it outside? Is that around Massachusetts?
No, nowhere near Massachusetts.
It's only one hill. Morgan Hill.
Oh, Morgan. It's Morgan Hills.
You only have one hill. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
and
a long one.
I've seen that hill, and it is a hill
It's a hill.
It's a,
with a bunch of dirt and sagebrush, and I'm sure there's rattlesnakes and
Yeah.
Is there any goats?
Very
A lot of cows.
exclusive.
A lot of cows.
It's very exclusive.
It is a very, very nice bedroom community of the Bay Area.
San Jose. Yeah.
San Jose?
I would-
Okay, I've been down.
Yeah,
I've been there. That area.
by the San Jose.
I've been to San Jose.
IBM's headquarters was down in Morgan Hill
Are they still a company?
many years ago.
Are they still a company?
Yeah.
IBM? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
International Business Machine.
Well, I know what it stands for. I just didn't know they existed anymore. You haven't heard. You don't hear about them.
Yeah.
If they're not doing internet stuff, you don't.
well,
They're doing clouds.
They're doing cloud
yeah,
stuff.
they're in the cloud.
They are
which is-
cloudy.
They fly up and put out seeds.
Yes.
And create clouds.
Great clouds.
I don't think that's quite the same, but that's
Well, there's cloud makers.
You know,
There's rainmakers.
I like that anticipation of the cloud services. You just planting seeds all over the place.
That's kind of what it is.
Because no one knows where the cloud is.
It's
up there.
it's up right. There's
Yeah, I'm calling bullshit on it, but
Of course you are.
well, why wouldn't I?
Because that's what you do.
That's
because Al Gore invented the internet.
he did.
He did, back in the 70s.
And climate control.
Climate control, change of control.
I mean, climate change. That's what I meant.
Climate control change.
I got a climate control in my house. It's called a thermostat.
Thermostat.
Yeah, I got one of those too. It's a
Yeah.
dial though. It's a big dial.
Oh, mine's
I got the Nest.
a push button thing.
Oh, you got the net.
So I can tell Alexa, I'd be like, Alexa, it's fucking cold in here. Make it
And-
75. And she's like, you okay?
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha, boss.
And then
Did you change her like to a sexy voice or?
no.
No.
I don't. What I get mad because all my lights are, not all my lights, but the majority of my lights in the house are controlled by her.
Yeah.
And so I'm used to it. And I've got a setting. I say, and when I come up in the morning, and I don't want to wake the dogs up because then they're a pain in the ass because they want food and stuff. And I'll just tell Alexa coffee time.
Selfish bastard.
And she'll bring the kitchen lights up to like 20%, just enough so I can make my coffee.
Okay.
And then I go in my office and do computer stuff.
Right.
And then if I say good morning, she turns the kitchen lights and our pendant lights over the island 100%. And she tells me today's weather report.
Well, you got her trained up pretty good.
And then I tell her good night. Because you know when you go and lay in bed and there's always that one light at the far end of the house that you forgot to turn off in the hallway or some shit like
yeah.
that?
Yeah, no.
You don't have that problem?
I don't have that problem.
I do.
So I just yell because she's in the kitchen on the counter. And I can yell and just say, Alexa, good night. And then she will turn off every inside light that's on. And then tells me a witty good night, sweet dreams quip kind of a thing, random at all times.
You talk dirty to you too?
No, she won't. I tried.
You try.
I tried.
You know that you can change her name. Like her name does not have to be Alexa.
This is why we have youngsters here.
Yeah,
They're
you could.
actually the
You
point
could.
of Alexa
You
was
could
never-
Can I
change it
name
to
her-
slut whore if you wanted to.
Exactly, you could.
I'm totally doing that.
The first, like, when they did the commercial, everyone assumed that you had to use Hey Alexa to use it, but
Which sucks because when there's somebody on TV on a show that says, "Hey Alexa," my shit does whatever they say. I'm like, there is no fucking loyalty anymore with Alexa.
No.
That bitch is anybody's whore.
So you're actually supposed to change the name when you get it, but everyone was just like,
Okay,
oh, we
first
call it
off,
Hey
I'm a
Alexa.
guy. We don't read directions. It was probably in there. It's probably paragraph 1.
You could probably ask Alexa, how do I change your name?
I should just be able to tell her, "Hey, bitch, you're now this.
You should.
You're bitch now.
Hey, bitch.
Hey, bitch."
But what about the roommate?
Then she might listen too. She might answer.
She might
She might answer. Yeah, she might answer. She'd be like, "No, I'm not turn the fucking lights on."
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. But what gets me is because I'm used to it. You know, I haven't touched the fucking light switch in I don't know how long.
Right.
Why would I?
Yeah.
You know?
No, I know.
So I could spray in a freaking index.
That's right. It's a lot of damn work.
Yeah. So, well, I walk into Steam in the mornings at 6 o'clock and it's all dark. I almost every day I'm walking around going, "Oh fuck, it's not here. I got to fucking flip a switch. I got to walk all the way to the switch."
Oh, the struggle is real.
Because you know how big that building is.
First
it's,
world
it's at
problem.
least 8 feet to that switch.
I know.
From any place in the bar.
From any place.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
I was in there last night having a din.
How was that?
That was wonderful.
I heard Terry. I saw Terry this
knocked
morning.
it
He
out
said
of the
that they packed the house and the kids just freaking. You know what's going on? That Project.
Yeah, yeah, that's
They did that
great.
last night, and it was Chef James Daw and Terry, and then Christine from the mix dessert place or whatever.
Yeah, that tiramisu.
Tiramisu and shit.
Oh, tiramisu and everything.
and
Wow.
That's the scallops. They were on this crunchy ass.
The rice. I know he used my rice pot.
That was.
Yeah, Terry texted me on Saturday. He's like, "You got a rice pot?" I'm like, "Dude, I lived in Hawaii 15 years. Of course,
Yeah,
I probably got 3 of them. You know."
Yeah.
He's like, "Okay." So I gave him. Then I got like 3 texts from him.
How do you work?
Well, yeah, I'm like, dude, it's rice. It's not water, rice.
Yeah. Rice, water up to the knuckle, rinse it off.
No, that one just got a line. It's got a line. It takes the idiot work
Oh,
out of it.
no, the knuckle.
No, not with the rice pot.
Oh, yeah. Well, I use the rice pot. Yeah, you gotta use the knuckle. That's perfect.
Well,
Perfect.
So was the
easy.
line.
Just because
I don't have a Filipino mom, so I don't need to do that.
For white people.
For white people, yes. Yes, they put the white lines in the black pot for white people.
And it does matter how many times you wash your rice off.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You got to get as much starch as possible. And I just do it in a mesh,
I like my
sleeve
sticky,
kind of a thing.
I like sticky rice, so I don't wash it as much. Yeah, but if you wash the shit out of it, get all the starch out of it, then it's like, oh, that's dry-ass rice.
If you do a short grain, the Calrose rice is not.
Yeah, that's true.
The Calrose stickies anyways.
Yeah, there's a rule that we only get Calrose rice and soy sauce, the the Kikkoman.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, see, I use a lot.
And we buy the Kikkoman by the 5-gallon bucket.
Cash and carry.
Yeah. I was it cash and
Kikkoman.
carry?
It's made in New York, I think.
Yeah, it probably is.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It still tastes better than Crystal.
What the fuck is Crystal?
Oh, that's the
They
Navy
make a
shit.
hot
You don't
sauce.
remember the shitty soy sauce that we had in the Navy?
No.
It was a company called Crystal.
They also
and
make hot sauce.
They make what?
I didn't work in the
Hot
mess hall.
sauce,
I didn't
yeah.
work in the mess hall, so I didn't get to stare at it.
No. You had to eat there.
I don't remember it. I know, but I don't remember it ever like being on the table or anything. I just remember we had pancit and lumpia 5 days a week. But which I wasn't upset about. Yeah, it was great, but
I guess there's a Filipino place here in town.
there's a food truck.
Yeah,
it's over at Industrial.
Ballinger.
Yeah, Ballinger.
Never been there, but I know it's there.
If it's the same one, they were at the fairgrounds for a hot minute when they said food trucks.
Yeah.
Was not impressed.
No,
and they were actual Filipinos working it, but there was no flavor to anything.
Are they nurses?
Probably. Or teachers.
You got to get in there. The Filipino love, man. You got to make the lumpia, the adobo.
Yeah,
the
and they had it, but there was just no flavor.
Yeah,
But you know
gilly.
what? The reason it has no flavor is because the people here can't handle it.
Well, I get that. I get that because people were raving about it. I'm like, you guys have never been in the military.
Well, I will bring up a situation that I had to help Caitlin with over the weekend because we did go down to Casablanca for breakfast, and she lives in Morgan Hill.
There you go.
Hill.
Perfect.
Hill.
We're so proud of you.
The Hill of One. And her boyfriend is family is Hispanic from the Oaxaca area of Mexico, so they're like deep south.
Oh,
their food tastes amazing because they
put spices,
flavor and shit.
Avocado leaves, all these crazy different.
Avocados got leaves.
Yeah, they do.
And they have so much.
We only buy them
Safeway. They don't.
So they're using real spices and real food and everything that they cook with. And we were fortunate back in April that we went over to the house and they had a big family dinner. And I have no idea what we ate, but it was fucking amazing.
The best goat you ever had.
Oh, it was.
We did beef birria with wagyu.
Oh.
We did
birria,
classic tomato rice, and we did
frijoles and it was
frijoles.
Yeah, Grandma was in the kitchen fucking doing tortillas, and it was awesome. But she got a wrap. What was that? A veggie?
It's got a no meat wrap.
A no meat wrap, and she's like, "Dad, it just doesn't have any flavor to it." And I go, "Well, A, you're used to flavorful food.
Yeah.
And B, you're in Oregon.
You're in Oregon.
Yeah.
Yeah. So nothing against the Casablanca crew. Again, they make really great fresh food, but welcome back to Southern Oregon.
Yeah. I was like, the rice was just white rice. And
Yeah.
I was like, no salsa, no.
Well, you gotta add all that shit to it.
Yeah, you got to make food taste like food.
Yeah.
You gotta add some flavor.
Well, yeah, rice inherently has no flavor.
Oh.
Well, white rice has.
White rice.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
That's
why
rice
you
off
put
the
Kikkoman on it.
rice off the farm.
Yeah, farm rice.
Farm rice. Farm to table.
Yeah, California right now, they're flooding the fields, the rice fields.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was time it's harvest time.
Which is
Oh,
always
it's planting time.
Planting time.
Yeah, harvest
amazing.
planting, they're all the same.
Is California where we, have a little slight shortage of water.
Not now. You guys are fucking loaded full of it.
But
All in one place.
So
we grow rice here when the Asian environment is much better for growing rice.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not that expensive to get it over here. Yet here we are flooding the rice paddies.
the valley.
The valley.
Yeah.
But my thought would be, depending on what part of Asia, if you look at Japan, it's probably expensive as shit to have land to grow rice in anymore.
Yeah.
The Philippines, maybe, but Vietnam probably got all kinds of rice fields. But
Cambodia.
those ones, the third world sections of things. But,
Right.
But
Cambodia is like 90% water.
Yeah.
There's water everywhere.
yeah, they're below sea level, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. They got a boat
Kind
to
of like
take.
New Orleans.
Kind of like a Dutch.
Yeah, I don't want any rice out
Do
of
they have
New
a
Orleans.
boy with a finger in a dike?
Yeah,
Just like the Dutch?
she doesn't like it.
Have you asked her?
I've seen pictures.
Oh,
Scowl on the face.
face is that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it depends on where the finger's at. What part of the dike?
Or the dike in purpose. So
The purpose of the dike.
right.
It holds back
Well,
water.
to hold back water.
That's what you
That's
do.
it.
That's why the finger's there.
That's right. And now, okay, I got side cutters. Those are called dikes too.
Not anymore. They're not.
No, yeah, they were kind
There's
of.
no side cutters. There's no flip charts anymore. There's a lot of stuff they took away from us because freaking white people made everybody mad.
Yeah.
They use them as weapons.
No.
No,
it's-
they just
these-
verbal weapons.
Now they're diagonal cutters or side cutters or
Now
whatever you want to call
Guess
it.
what? There's still dikes
There's
in my
still dikes.
shop.
Yeah.
Find me the dike.
And then there's certain things on the river that we call something else, but we don't say those things here. So never mind.
But you're going to bring them up anyway.
No, I can't bring it up because it's not.
You just did.
It's not proper.
You're
Those, this is one of those. If you know, you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, well, wait a minute.
And you know-
Wait. It is 10:30 on the 21st,
And
and G is considerate.
Yeah. Write that shit down.
Yeah,
Right, that's it,
I just wanted to note it.
It's
for
been
history.
timestamped. Oh, wait, wrong one.
oh, wrong one. Yeah.
There we go. Yeah. So,
I am trying to be a better person, Bob.
Okay.
are you though?
We support you in that
I will
trip.
fuck it up here shortly. So
Yeah, you will.
I'm an equal opportunity.
Screw up.
Screw up. Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you. Well, I'm glad to see that you're here today, Roy, because you had a.
I was gonna be here anyway.
Because you had a moment of
I had
freaking dementia
a
yesterday.
fucking mind fart yesterday.
No.
Jesus, tits. That was
You
awful.
want me to tell the story?
Yeah, go ahead. I don't care.
You have to now.
So Roy, every day, Roy always gives me his rundown on the schedules. It's considerate what partners do with each other. It's like, hey, I gotta. So yesterday, man goes, hey, I gotta bring the truck in. I gotta have the trailer. I gotta be able to find a spot because I got a load of wood. I gotta go over to Crescent City to drop the wood off. And I was sitting here going, well,
Why?
Why? You just got back yesterday morning from Crescent City because he goes to.
Yeah.
Because that's where the summer cottage is.
Yes. Because you
And,
took it over there.
Yeah.
And so he comes back and he goes, I got to do all this stuff and I'm going to drive back over after today's episode. And I go,
What episode are we doing today?
yeah,
I know, but
19 or
yesterday.
20 or yesterday.
Yeah.
So,
Oh yeah, it's episode 19. Everybody,
19.
by the way.
and I go, well, do you have to go over to Crescent City tomorrow? He goes, yeah, to drop the wood off. I go, and that's the only thing that you got to do. He goes, yep. I go, aren't you like going back Friday to drive over there to stay in the summer cottage? And he goes, oh, fuck. it was like the light bulb clicked on top of his head.
Because Siri or Alexa turned it on. And
yeah. And he goes, huh. Well, I don't have to drive today because I don't have to do, or tomorrow.
That's a hell of an idea.
And I can just do it all in one shot when I have to go over there. I'm like, there you go.
Fucking brilliant.
So that's why he
brilliant.
brings up his scheduling to me, so I can help him navigate.
So you can point out everything he's doing wrong. Is
Right,
that-
right.
yeah.
And I love that.
Yeah,
I know he
absolutely.
does. And this is the best one so far.
Yeah. This worked out. In
Oh,
your
I'm sure.
advantage.
Yeah,
Pretty
yeah.
good.
So and that's a freebie. Next one is not going to be.
It's going to cost me.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Exactly.
Fair enough.
All right. Someone no, I don't.
You don't want to talk to anybody today,
No.
except us. Not
That would
until-
be your second scheduling win, Dad. With Roy's and then others. You're good at scheduling things.
I'm compartmentalizing.
I'm usually pretty good, but I just
You are.
That was duh.
Yeah.
So
I loved it.
so
So we got Boatnik this weekend.
we do got Boatnik. Starts Thursday down at the park with Family Day. So I don't know, discounted rides. I don't want to say half off, but discounted rides for kids. And I think
Just kids? An adult can't get a discount?
adult can. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Anybody shows up down there.
Anybody shows up that is willing to give.
They got
them money.
the park emptied for you yet, or are they working on that?
You know, the park proper, we'll call it,
Not the VIP parking yet.
not the VIP parking. That has still got some.
It's got quite a bit of tents.
It's still
on it
got some
this morning.
tents on it, and I noticed a little bit of migration yesterday with people screaming and yelling at each other.
Oh, so it was a normal Monday.
It was a normal Monday, but there was a group of urban campers, we'll call them, that I wanted to stop and just listen and watch, but they were obviously having a conversation of what was going to happen. But there was some shit stacked up, and people were moving
Well,
around.
I drove across the bridge probably about 8:30 this morning, going back towards home, and had not wasn't Artoff or McGinnis or one of those guys. But
When the
police
boys was down there?
we're in there, and we had just done a circle around and was heading back out. So I
Yeah,
figured they're probably
that was probably
gentle reminders.
more, yeah.
Could be, yeah.
But no, they got to be gone by,
Thursday.
I would say by Thursday would be a good day for them to go.
I saw the three big bears, probably about 8-10 feet tall, heading to be positioned for the carnival.
The big bear.
They have bears.
Well, they're coming from where where the carnival staged
Yeah.
back there on
I didn't know that they had bears.
big plastic that I'm sure spin around.
Oh, carnival rides.
Yeah.
That look like a bear?
There was three of them on a
No shit.
trailer.
Okay, I'm gonna have
So
to go.
somewhere along there is an 8 to 10 foot bear about that big.
Okay.
Blue and red and yellow.
Really? That must be
Natural
one of their
colors.
new rides because Pat and Geraldine Davis, who operate Davis Show Entertainment.
Are they still around?
They are. They actually, the funny thing about it, Geraldine is a local Grants Pass girl.
Really?
She was in North Valley, and I've got to say probably early 80s.
Okay.
Like one of the very, I think she was
79 was the first.
79. It
year,
could
I
have been
think.
like 79, 80 that she was a graduate.
Yeah.
And she married Pat, and they travel around the Pacific Northwest doing carnivals and stuff. So
They're carnies,
They're-
lifelong carnies.
lifelong carnies.
Then they have their teeth.
They have their.
They do, and they're such great people too. They are fantastic people. You would think that being in the carnival business that
You'd be a bit jaded and
yeah, but
got
no,
a little
they're-
edge to you.
Yeah, they're just the people that work for the carnival, I guess. But
Well,
no,
I mean,
they're
you're
good
getting-
family.
You're getting, basically, but I think the bulk of their workers are local entertainment, right?
They are,
They pick
they
up
are.
whoever's available for 4 days.
Yeah, and it's
and
a
it will
cash-
work for minimum wage
Yep,
cash.
Yep, and it's cash, or I'm assuming it's going to be cash because
Yeah.
that's the easiest way of payment.
Yeah.
But no, they do a great job, and we're happy to be partners with them, and they make us a lot of money, and they make a lot of money, and that way we can give it away to the kiddos.
Yep.
Perfect.
And support the kiddos here in the community. But yeah, we got Friday is probably the big kickoff for.
Well, that's when
for
everybody
boat.
actually expects
Right,
it to
right.
work.
About 5 o'clock at the tent is when everybody
Yeah.
starts coming in, and they're ready to ready to party. They're ready to get their beer on, their wine on, their seltzers on. They're ready to eat Papa John's pizza. And
did they get that figured out with the barbecue? Did Terry and them get them?
For that one place?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I was wondering.
So that, I don't know what day it is. Derek probably gave me a schedule what day it is. But that one place with Charlie and April are going to be sponsoring a meal down at the...
Steam's sponsoring it. We're paying now.
Right. Steam is sponsoring it and using that one place as the food vendor.
Yep.
So everybody gets a win-win.
Yep.
And, the great thing about all these people that I talk about, I'm up in the tower.
Yeah.
I am announcing everything that I want to announce. So it's great being on the microphone. Because if there's somebody that...
Well, you can...
I can't call him a douchebag. I can't go, oh, there's that guy. But...
You can allude to it.
I can
allude to it.
Go to
in so many words.
Yeah, or do anything. But Bob and I were talking, and he's going to go down and... did you find your sign?
It's I've got it in the truck. It's a bumper sticker.
Yeah.
I put on a little larger cardboard. The stick is only about that big, so I don't get into the big,
Yeah.
I can fold it up and put it on
Did you write on it yet, saying, I'm not with these idiots?
Not yet. Not my fault.
Or no, I don't think you can. Well, it's free speech. You can write idiot.
You can write idiot because you're not actually saying who the idiots are.
You can't put cocksuckers because that would be wrong. It would be right.
What if they are? I mean,
yeah.
You don't know.
But no, Bob likes to...
roust the natives?
No. I mean, these folks are...
They bring it on
extremists. They're extremists on the
pro-life thing.
Pro-life thing.
Pro-life thing.
They
are these the same dinglings?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's the only dinglings we got.
Yep. There's a couple.
Don't they come out of somewhere up north?
No, they're local. They're local dinglings.
They're local dinglings.
But they're going to be the super religious.
Yeah, it's a little too much for us to handle.
But these are the people who will quote you what it is that they want you to do, and then they don't follow any other parts.
Right.
And the thing about it's this, the Bible, I hate to give them bad news, but it was not written in English. Okay, it was translated from Latin.
Yeah.
It had been translated from Greek, which was translated from Aramaic.
As I will state my favorite saying, it's celebrate.
So my question would be is if this was supposedly, what is it? And I'm not religious at all, so I really have no clue what it's all about. But so it's in my what I understand.
I almost felt I wanted to do. Would you like to come to Jesus?
Yes, but it was supposedly the word of God that was handed down to Moses or somebody
that was just the Ten Commandments.
Yeah, if you're looking at the Old Testament type thing.
Okay, but if that's okay, so who came up with the New Testament? If the word of God came out first? Who changed it to the New Testament?
Jesus.
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John.
So you have
and Bob.
Since
you got to get closer to the microphone.
Yeah. If you get there, you go. Get on in there.
So
there we go.
Mastermind over here, he's correct in the sense that it was...
In a sense, she qualified as a qualifier there.
So it did start with the Arabics and everything, and it did get transcend throughout different languages. And when you are translating things and you don't understand a language, of course
you make something up.
Bingo bango. And then you have the Old Testament, the New Testament, and all in between is just different interpretations of text. And a lot of people don't have comprehension of what text is. So they'll basically read a text that is, that pertains to something that I want to.
Well, absolutely.
Oh, yeah. You find your cause and you run with it. And what blows me away is the whole Virgin Mary thing.
Yeah, that's kind of...
You know what's interesting is because my boyfriend's family... Yeah, a lot of it. My boyfriend's family is Catholic, and within the Mexican culture, the Virgin Mary is such a higher than that. They really respect her, and I think that's such a cool, you don't really see that too much. And the Christianity side, it's always about man focus.
Well, yeah, we are the superior species, but...
Yeah, pretty much.
Sure, you weren't. I mean, you wouldn't be here without something like, I don't know, my body or something like that, right?
Oh, and the other way around.
You're right.
Well,
Takes two to tango.
There's a lock and a key.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's more than one key. Sometimes there's more than one lock.
Yeah.
But and this usually gets me in trouble with the religious ilk. And I'm thinking, okay, in my lizard-brained mentality of you've got a lady She's married to Joseph.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They've got a farm. No, they don't have a farm. They slept in a farm.
No,
Whatever.
no, they were
barn. Whatever.
traveling.
They're traveling. But anyways, she
for the census. They had to go home to get the census.
She's
They didn't have computers at that time.
but she ends up getting pregnant. He has not fucked her.
That's
He has not fucked her. So
That's
okay,
the story,
she
yes.
comes home one day. Oh, I'm pregnant. And he's like, what the fuck? She's like, God.
I don't know if
And
she
he
knew
was like-
then it was God or not.
The Son of God.
Well, no.
Well, maybe
I
was it the big dude at the karaoke bar? I mean, was his name Jesus or something?
No. I don't know the verse well enough to know that she just like, oh, it's immaculate conception.
I don't think she said that. I mean, they
No,
said it about her.
I think man has interpreted that into that. You know, she was all of a sudden pregnant, and they felt like, oh, it must be.
Well, there's certain fish that can do that. They become pregnant,
I get that.
like cichlid.
Yeah, and reptiles will do that too. They'll change based on the need of the
Right.
society, but humans generally don't do that.
Yeah.
Not generally, no.
Generally.
So
At
you're
least
saying
now.
that?
Maybe
you're saying that
maybe-
Joseph had questions.
No, Joseph was a dumb motherfucker, and he's like, okay. You ain't been home in 3 days, but whatever.
Well,
you know?
let's put it on the aspect that maybe he was so believing in the word of God that he just trusted that's what was.
But he was Jewish.
They're all Jewish.
They all.
Yeah, pretty much everybody back
Yeah,
then.
everybody was a Jew back then, weren't they?
Well, or either that or Islamic.
Or Catholic.
Or Catholic.
But that was more on
Every chance I get, Bob.
but wasn't the Catholics more of like the
later.
English side of things, like with the
No.
Crusades and all that?
No, it started off in
That was later on, though.
the Holy Roman
Empire thing.
area. Yeah.
Because they wanted to be exclusive and have their own club.
Yeah.
But yeah, they believed in God, I think.
Yeah.
Did they believe him? Did they believe in him, or did they use him as an excuse to do whatever the fuck they wanted?
So this is where I'm
What
going to
happened.
stand when that day comes where I'm no longer part of this earth and I knock on wood. The admiral's calling. Transcend up to the front of the Holy Gate, and I see that there's 12, 15, 30 tables with all the religious. You know, the Buddhists are sitting at this table, and the Christians are sitting here, and the Catholics.
Why can't they sit at the same table?
Well, they can. It'd be a long table.
Okay.
And then you filter.
It's only a 5-top. Come on, Roy.
Right.
Come on, Roy. It's a
And-
5-top. You
and
can't
you-
fit that many people there in each one.
And you filter into your line of what you got going on, and then they go, okay, go ahead, and then everybody merges into one. That's my thought of how the pearly gates are going to be. It's all created by
Why
the
is it gotta be
same.
pearly gates?
Okay, the Golden Gate Bridge. I don't.
Somebody called them pearly gates. I don't know.
The entrance of the Oregon Caves, whatever.
Okay.
But
I
that
just
when you
wanna
get
make sure
inside,
that you're okay with it.
I want to talk to the bouncer. I want to talk to the guy in charge. Going, hey, send me back to like number 10 AD, and I want to see how all this shit pans out. And I want.
You don't have to go back. You can just sit there in your nice company.
Maybe they got Netflix or something. I
They
can
do.
watch a
Right, big
video.
screen.
You can stream it. You can like
Besides
marathon
that
it.
wall.
And I want to see, like, okay, I want to see what happened at the OK Corral. You know, there's stories of that. I want to see what happened at the crucifixion of Christ. Like, did the Romans really
He
grab
was hung
him?
like this.
Yeah, he was hung.
Yeah.
And I want to.
You know what? Jesus can't hold M&Ms.
Oh God. There we go.
So
No, why?
Big ass holes in his hands just fall right through. Especially those minis. Doesn't even slow him down. Doesn't even slow him down. Anyways, continue with your story. I'm sorry for that. I'm
No,
sorry for
it's not a
interrupting.
story.
Totally not.
But no, it would be interesting to have so much enlightenment.
You're gonna get it as soon as you die. You get it all.
I know,
Boom, you
and
got it.
that's what That
Do you really?
Oh, I'm sure.
Well, that's
why
what
not?
we-
It's a
But how do
story.
we know? Who's
We
ever
don't-
come back
we
and said,
don't
yep,
know.
you do, or no, you don't?
It's based on faith. Everything in Christianity,
Christianity?
and everything that Mary believed in was based on faith.
Every religion is based on
Based on faith, you gotta.
Doesn't matter who it is.
I gotta have faith right now that my youngest son is gonna find a transmission, and on faith, it's not gonna cost me $4,000.
It will.
I
Oh, no, it
know
probably cost
it
you
will.
$8.
I
It probably
know it
cost you
will.
$8.
No, it won't cost me $8, but it's gonna cost us $4. But you got to have some sort of faith in life for the unknown and the belief. And I think that's what any
It's like going to
religious
your car and it's going to start.
Yeah. You're gonna and actually our
Yours doesn't make a
But
noise.
mine doesn't start. Mine just goes.
Yeah.
Katie's older brother, my oldest son, he bought a truck from some hillbilly in Powers, Oregon.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, Joshua went up there and grabbed the truck, drove it home. Joe was out there and he was polishing it, and Joshua worked on the motor and got new power steering pump and new water pump and did all this stuff to make sure that it ran properly for older brother.
Yeah.
He went down and got the tires, and he was out there spit shining and polishing this stuff. And he goes, I'm out there on faith that I am treating this inanimate object well and good and positive thinking that is going to get me to Olympia, Oregon, or Olympia, Washington yesterday. Tomorrow, this was on Sunday that he's out there doing it. He's like, if I do good things and I treat it right, my faith is going to carry me to where I need to go. I'm like, okay, that works for you.
Money works too.
What's that?
Money works too.
Yeah. He did all the money things.
Okay.
But you still got to have a little bit of prayer and a little bit
You
of faith.
replaced everything you knew was bad, but there's that one thing that you didn't
right.
quite rear its head yet.
Yep. So
A little bit of that blind faith.
that
Yes.
blind faith, yeah, and I think our world is involved with a lot of blind faith.
Yeah, it
I
is.
would say that it's lost some of it though. You
Oh.
have a lot of people who want to investigate everything to the last detail, and when you do that and you don't leave room for any imagination, faith, any type of understanding, then it's like, well, what's the point?
I think it just comes down to hope and prayer
And luck.
and luck. Oh, I people always say that I'm a very lucky person. I create my own luck.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I make my own luck. I get a lot of help along the way.
Yeah.
Look at you lucky bastard.
Look
Yeah,
at me.
exactly.
Look at me.
Exactly.
Where would you be if I wasn't here?
Happy?
No one's talking to you, Bob.
Nobody's talking to you.
And same way with you. We get into, and here I am.
This is
Please interrupt me anytime.
Yes.
No, this is entertaining.
But I am a firm believer of looking back at my life, and I started something on the computer today, a manifesto of a manifesto of business.
Oh, okay.
Of things, and I get these thoughts in my mind, and I'm like,
I know.
instead of,
I know.
and
I've heard some of them.
I'm counting the 7, but I'm able to put it on paper and get my expressions out by writing. And I always go back to, I'm going to say, Cigar Cave 2013, 2012, when I came up with the concept of having a cigar shop. And then my concept, then I met Marv. I knew Marv before, but met Marv and talked to him about the idea. And then Jesse was involved because he was my best friend from the Navy. And the relationships that we developed. Well, if I wouldn't have built that shop or started that shop, I would have never met Roy. Roy parked in front of the shop every morning, 5 days a week, with a quorum cigar in his hand as he was walking over to the post office to check the mail for the county and personal mail or whatever you were going to the post office. And he's like, oh, hey, we're opening a cigar shop. He's like, great, I'll come in and see you when you get done. And then Bob shows up. And I remember this every time he comes. He goes, I'm from Chicago. I live in San Francisco, and I live here now. But in Chicago, they got the best cigar lounge in the world. And every time I saw Bob, he would tell me about the Monte Cristo Lounge in Chicago. But then Bob became one of our best friends in the business and shows up every day. So if I wouldn't have had that thought, that notion to do something, I wouldn't be. I met Michael through Marv and the original OPA, and now we're golf partners. Now we're doing podcasts together. We've done other things together. So there's reasons for everything, and if one thing that I've started, I wouldn't have the people in my life today. Yeah. Now, if I wouldn't have done that one thing, I don't think we'd be sitting here. Honest to God,
Probably not. No, absolutely not.
No, and it's just that moment in time that, like, when did this all start?
Kismet.
Is that the true?
Was that a play? Was that a play?
It was a movie.
Yeah.
But
With Hakeem.
Elijah one?
No.
Not fake, but
Destiny.
Yeah,
Destiny.
Yeah,
It's all
it was
kinds of stuff.
Destiny. I
Was
mean,
Cinnamon and the rest of the girls there too?
yeah, they were.
Okay. Good.
So maybe there is that master plan that the Almighty Spirit above, whoever you believe in, Buddha, Jesus,
Allah.
Allah, all that, Namaste. That there's something set in our path already that is going to happen, good or bad, indifferent or wrong. That we just it just meant to be.
Yeah, exactly.
If I fall off a dive boat in the Bahamas for no good damn reason other than I fell,
Other than gravity works.
and gravity, and there was a reason for that. I don't know what it is I'm still wearing a brace, but there was a reason for that because it was meant to happen.
Because it was supposed to slow your golf swing down and golf season was coming up.
Absolutely.
That's what it was.
That had to be
There
it.
you go.
Yeah.
It had to be it. Or maybe it was that sign's like, slow down, dumbass. It could be that. I don't know yet.
Well, remember,
It's a rather
I think one
bizarre
of
way of doing it.
the responsibility of every human is to learn, to evaluate, and not stick to something that
Doesn't work.
was very firm for
Yeah.
a certain point in your life. But I used to hate people that they had 5 pieces of data to make a decision to go left.
And they would go right.
No, what
That was me.
but then
Yeah, that's you.
somebody would have 4 and then 5 and 6 and 7, 8 reasons to go right, and
Once you've gone right 3 times, you just went left.
but what happened is whenever a new piece of data came that would have elevated the right decision against the left, they eliminated or fought that decision. They didn't take all of the data.
The whole context, yeah.
And so you could stay on 3 or 4 blue to
So
go.
you're talking about growth.
Yeah, we have to learn.
Yeah.
And we have to learn based on new data, which then makes the soup a little different. But if you
Gives
only
it flavor.
More flavor.
yeah.
It's
Interesting.
more of a Morgan Hill soup, not a Grants Pass Oregon soup. then.
Hill.
Whatever.
That's it's garlic down there.
Garlic
It's
down.
garlic,
Garlic,
yeah.
a little bit of,
Yeah, Gilroy.
maybe
yeah.
some turmeric in there,
But no, that's an interesting
Good point.
concept, Bob.
Good
That data, or in your world, that was an important thing. But I think we're gathering data every single day.
You better.
And we have to. We have to. Like I'm
Learn
gonna.
something new every day.
I am
Otherwise you stagnate.
blessed. That my data was added to.
Today I read, speaking of all that, I read a cute little quote that said, "Experience is the thing you gain right after the moment you needed it."
Yep.
Oh yes,
Absolutely.
and I believe that's hindsight.
Yeah.
Or Heinz ketchup, one or the other.
Is Heinz the best
20
ketchup or is it the other
I
one?
don't know.
I like Heinz better than Del Monte.
Is it ketchup or ketchup?
Depends on what state you're in.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like Hellman's versus Best
Hillman.
Hillman versus Best Foods or
the mayonnaise. It's Hellman's east of the
or
top.
soda versus pop
Oh, I
do you
use
say
Best
syrup?
Foods.
Huh?
How do you say syrup?
Syrup.
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 So I got called out on social media because I say syrup wrong.
How did they know how you said it? You just spell it.
Well, I do social media. I do live streams and things like that.
Oh.
So I'm just talking and I'm like, oh yeah, you just add some syrup, and they're like, what do you say?
Oh, you put the hard E in there, steer.
Well, so
with the ER.
So I didn't put syrup. I said syrup.
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 And everyone's like, no, it's not like that. I was like, are you guys sure?
Well,
Like,
we're West Coasties. We are way different than everybody else.
Well, some of them.
My thought would be, out of everything you said in that whole conversation, that's what they chose to zero in on.
Oh yeah,
whole
welcome to
time.
social media.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then again, if you're going to put yourself out there, you're going to get assholes that are going to.
Oh, that's their
Look for
thing.
shit.
That's like the one thing that they love to say. It's like, oh, well, you put yourself out there, so then you're open to the criticism.
Well, you are.
Like,
Well, yeah,
You have
you
to
are. Yeah, absolutely.
One
Yeah.
thing that
Come after me, bro.
One thing that I listen to Joe Rogan from time to time, and Joe, we're still coming after you, Joe. Coming after
we're,
you.
We're on you, Joe.
But he was like, he tells people that are on his show all the time. He's got his social media, he's got his Instagram and all that kind of stuff, and he says he learned within the first month, just don't post your post, don't read any comments.
Yeah.
He says, but it will get you all spun up, and because
Yeah.
those people you don't know, they don't need no, and there's just no point in it.
Yeah, they don't know you. They don't know me.
You don't know me, man.
Yeah.
And if you're not paying me, then I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Show me the money and you can tell me.
Oh, maybe not.
Actually, not even.
No,
that.
no, they can't. Your time. Just show me the money.
Blow me a kiss.
Blow me a kiss.
I'm glad you said kiss.
Aren't we all?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, fun stuff.
What's Bob doing for Boatnik weekend other than protesting against the protesters?
Well, I'm really not protesting.
Do you want to join us in the?
alternatives.
Do you want to join us in the VIP tent?
I think you should, Bob. For me, I'm not going to be there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't know why you wouldn't want to. I mean, if
we will definitely go down, do the tour, and you walk around and
Get you a funnel cake or something.
Yeah,
frickin'
yeah.
Elephant ear.
giant thing of
Yeah, I
fries.
mean-
I'm sure Gail would love to sit there.
Yeah, she can sit there and drink
Wine, beer.
seltzer things or whatever
She's a
they
beer
got.
drinker, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's her favorite. Well,
Beer,
we're
wine.
going to have beer there.
Mimosas.
You're going to have real
And I'm
beer?
sure we're probably going to get a $20 donation from you, and it would, absolutely.
Yeah.
So I got some tickets for you, Bob.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, I mean for Gail, not necessarily you, but
I'll be outside with the rough.
Your sign.
Yeah, you'll be out there getting protected from his followers.
Yeah,
Well,
save me from my
part-
followers, right?
It says, Jesus, protect me from your followers. And it's amazing because these guys have these big,
Their abortion signs and all that. Yeah.
and they've got 4 or 5 of them.
Is this
and,
the old
Salt shakers.
And
the
I
old woman that
stand.
used to be in with this god awful abortion picture?
Yeah,
they've-
the same group, I
it is
think,
morphed.
yeah.
It is
What's her name?
morphed over time.
There's more, yeah.
Oh, she
And
was
people
something.
walking through it are just trying desperately not to make
Yeah.
and just get through it. Every now and then, someone passes me and laughs, and they think I'm part of that.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
standing there with a sign.
Yeah.
So this year, I'm going to go before them on the other side.
There you go.
Yeah.
Be the first
Do
sign.
you have a
they say.
costume to wear, like really bright pants and a shirt or something?
Like a dancing bears.
Or a big fucking hat?
I don't know if I have it here, but I have a because I married a couple some years ago, and I have I bought a collar. I was ordained in by the Universal Life Church.
You got a
I don't know
What do
if
they call
it's a
that? A cassock?
No.
Oh,
It's
that's
a shirt where you put the little.
Oh, you got the
white-
preacher collar.
The white, a preacher collar. That's
Yeah.
it.
I think you should go more with the tuxedo T-shirt.
Yes. You could rock and
Yeah, so you're ready to
with
party.
Jesus.
You're ready to party, and
Get
you
ready to
still want
party
to
with
get
Jesus.
sophisticated.
and
Yeah.
some bright
Yeah, Ricky
Bermuda
Bob.
bright
shorts.
green,
Bermuda shorts.
like neon green pants
Yeah.
and purple socks.
Oh, God.
So you're making like the Joker, or the
Yes.
what's the guy? The purple guy. No,
So we know
the Joker.
Yeah, we know Bob's agenda. You're going to the summer cottage
I'm going to the cottage
with your load of wood
my load of wood.
on Friday,
It was yes, load of wood. Thank you, G.
and Michael's going to join us down
I'll be
there.
down there floating through once in a while.
Oh, just once in a
Yeah,
while.
we'll see. We'll see what the.
Yeah.
I mean,
You got your buddy coming up?
I have not talked to him yet. He just got married to his mail order bride in Thailand, so I don't know what his status
He is not coming because she is.
Well,
definitely,
I don't know if she's here.
Oh.
I haven't talked to him. He said
She
he left
hasn't
me a
been
voicemail
imported
and
yet?
said he actually married her. So I don't know if it can, but he goes over because he freshly retired from the FAA.
Okay.
And so he's an electrician, so he's got his own electrician business down in Reading. But he's been going to Thailand quite often.
Did he like pick a girl up down?
I
on
think he
Pattaya
went on one of
Beach, or
those. I think he went on one of those.
to Asian
AsianWives.com or whatever,
Yeah.
and because it was a bunch of him and some friends went.
They all picked one out.
I don't know. I just know he did, but he's also that guy that he meets somebody and a week later is ready to buy them a freaking wedding ring.
Oh, okay.
So,
Well,
so
hey.
she saw him coming. Well, but also he did this before. He went to one in Ukraine a bunch of years ago. And so, my roommate's got a good friend of hers who's from Ukraine, moved over here when she was 16. And he was up one weekend when she was getting married to a guy here, but her bachelorette party, whatever, they were all over in Medford. And so I figured, okay, we'll get a hotel room in Medford. So me and Jim went, and we just bar hopped. We went to Fort Otter and stuff like that. Well,
Right.
they have
The office.
Yeah, the usual, all the hot spots. But apparently the bachelorette party came in through Fort Otters when we were there, and they stopped and we said hi and bullshit. And so the one from Ukraine, who was the bride to be. We were talking nice, and I was, may or may not have had a few beers already. And so I told her, I said, "Yeah, Jim just went to Ukraine to find the
out one."
And he's like, and she's like, "Oh, how did it go?" He's like, he's like, well, I went over to part of this tour group and it just didn't work out. And she's like, well, something's wrong with you then. He's like, she says, because every one of them was ready for anybody. And I was like, bingo.
Yeah.
He's got lots of red flags.
Yeah. So he just, I
don't know. I have not talked to him since
open a magazine, or do you get online?
I think they probably have how they set up the speed dating table someplace. I'm thinking, I don't know. I have not talked to him other than.
Did he get a full frontal nude picture to make sure and a bent over?
To make sure that there's
no undercarriage. To the undercarriage.
Let me see if I can find some of the pictures, because he was sending me pictures when he was over there.
And minus the big Adam's apple.
Yeah,
that's really. It's kind of tough on the wedding night to reach down underneath the dress and go, oh fuck, oops.
Unless you're into that kind of thing.
And if you're into it, that's perfectly fine. You do you.
Scroll through that. Those are pictures he was sending. Okay. That was the second time he went over. So
that's a female.
Yeah. Well,
maybe not.
Some of them you can't tell.
There's my other daughter. There's my other. I only got one other daughter-in-law. That's Gabby. Hi.
Hi.
What you got there, Gab?
Shorts for your grandson.
Why who you bringing those to?
No, I just went to visit it.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
We get confused easily.
Have a seat. Are you here for Caitlin? Or are you just hanging out?
I'm just going to come and just say hi since I...
Oh, well, thank you for saying hi. Yeah, she looks pretty, Okay, cool. Good for him.
Yeah, so I said I haven't physically talked to him since that whole ordeal, but other than exchanging voicemails.
Is he happy?
He's getting laid finally again, so yeah, I'm sure
then he's happy.
I'm assuming. So
well, all right. Well, yeah, he's not coming up to visit you at Boatnik.
I said, but she may not be in country. I don't know what the process is.
She's in country.
You think? Or I'm thinking he may be over there.
Oh, maybe.
I think he may have gone. I
think he's probably moved over there because it's way better over there.
16 hours?
It's 16, 18 hours, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So December 3rd, the last text with pictures you sent me was December 30th. Yo, homeboy, we're in Pattaya Beach. I'm like, of course you are.
Yeah, I've been to Pattaya Beach.
I was in here in 85 during a Westpac.
I was there in 1990 on our way to the Gulf War.
My daughter says I gotta go.
Says, you're
gonna love the food, Dad.
It's not the food that you go for. I mean, you can, but
man's got to eat.
Your man's got to eat, but you're going there for other reasons.
Like the beach.
Yes, the beach.
That's the scenery.
Yeah. Shade from palm trees, and so you don't get sunburned.
Yeah, vacationing. That's what we were doing in Pattaya Beach.
It's the umbrella drinks.
The umbrella drinks.
Oh yeah, okay, with the pineapple and shit.
Yes.
Yeah, all that. Beautiful place. I mean, Thailand, Vietnam.
What's the alcohol there? Is it rum?
No.
Rice wine?
No.
Palm tree wine.
To tell you the truth, I drank everything there. And
beer.
No, their beer sucks balls.
Kind of like Tonya.
No, worse than Tonya.
Worse than Tonya?
Like, what's the San Miguel or whatever, the Filipino one?
Filipino. No, in Thailand, they got their Thai beer. They got a Thai beer there, but it
Lucky
was nasty.
Buddha. That's one of them.
But as far as hard alcohol goes, I don't recall them having,
like a thing.
Like a thing, like rum or vodka or anything like that, or whiskey or it could be... I don't. You're gonna, Mr. Google.
So according to Google, it says beer is the most popular alcoholic drink in Thailand, followed by spirits such as whiskey and rum.
Okay. Yeah, because when we were there, we couldn't find any good beer.
Rum and Pog?
No, that's not there. I know that you love that shit.
Love
you
that
can't get that anywhere around here.
Yeah, you can.
If you make it.
No, actually, you can go down to Freddy, and they have every once in a while they have a half-gallon thing of Pog.
Oh yeah.
And I love that stuff.
Well, that's just a fruit juice, isn't it?
Yeah. Pineapple, orange, guava.
Mm-hmm.
Or passion.
Passion fruit, orange, guava, yeah.
Passion fruit, orange, and guava.
And rum? Oh, Hawaii?
It's basically like pina colada.
You add anything to that and it probably tastes fine.
Well, yeah, because
vodka,
just tastes
rum.
No.
I wouldn't add bourbon to it.
No, I wouldn't add vodka to it either. Got to be rum. Rum you can flavor, like a Diplomatico or something.
Okay.
Good rum.
Okay.
Not the Monarch shit.
Well, I'll have to get
no Malibu.
No Malibu.
Yeah.
No flavored rums.
Oh, I did see a recipe for a. They called it a lightning mountain, which looked really damn good. It was bourbon, Jack Daniel's bourbon, with pineapple. I know. It was really strange, and then they added Mountain Dew to it.
I was gonna ask you if it was Lightning Mountain Dew. I was
Yeah,
like, make a
it was Lightning Mountain Dew, and it looked really, really good because it had pineapple in it.
I think it's just the Mountain Dew that you like.
I do love Mountain. I haven't had a Mountain Dew in 5 months.
That's a
I'm
good
proud
thing.
of you, Daddy.
I am. Not.
I'm proud of you too, Dad.
I know.
Okay, so here's another site that shows a couple of Thai
Well,
spirits.
what
their
sites are you
adventure.
looking at
Well, I'm
there?
like Lao Khao means white spirit in Thai, common in Thailand. You'll be able to find this cheap, cheerful drink in almost every convenience store or mom and pop shop. It's clear in color, but made from fermented rice, so it's like a sake.
It's sake, so I was
Yeah,
correct.
it's like sake. So sato is another wine type based thing. It's a type of rice wine, similar to sake, but the drink has distinct sweet flavor that comes through. Yada yada yada. Then there's yadong. Yadong.
Yeah. You got to be careful of you, Don.
It's an herb-infused drink that comes from very humble beginnings. It's typically made from lakao, the common Thai rice spirit, combined with a selection of herbs and spices.
Dan must be doing that.
Someone's done it. They're going upwards.
Yeah, but even still.
It's medicinal properties.
Medicinal purposes.
So
only.
yeah, so yeah.
You know, they are fully legal over there in Thailand
What's that?
for cannabis.
Oh,
24-hour shops.
Oh, really?
Booming industry over there, actually.
Huh. Somebody gave me some stuff the other day called Obama.
Ooh, Obama Kush is good.
Yeah, not.
Was it a little purple?
Yeah, it's got the Kush, little bitty things. You crush them up, and put them in a pipe. And, yeah, 2 hits and I'm fine.
Oh, yeah. This is good.
3 and I'm asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I took 1 hit and I went, okay, I'll wait a little bit. And then, it was about 10, 15 minutes later, took the second hit. This is perfect. I could do everything I wanted to do.
I'm sure.
I'm waiting around for my dad to get on the board.
Just not me, honey.
Just, yeah,
I like to be in control.
He's old. He's
That's why.
stuffy. He's stuck in his ways.
Yeah, not like you, young, spry.
Exactly,
Yeah.
like Bob and me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Bob and I.
Just respect that there's just more for you because I don't.
I don't smoke that much.
You don't smoke that little either. Oh!
Ba-dum.
Where's our guy at? There it is.
Wake up, everybody.
That sounds like the Irish mobsters walking or
It
just
sounds-
rolled in.
wasn't his truck out there though? No, I guess it wasn't.
No,
there was
it
nothing.
couldn't have been, or you would have been in here.
That's right.
Yeah.
But, Mr. Obvious. Okay, so Michael's going to go down to the VIP tent and
Yeah, between that and the Brew Fest probably.
yeah, oh yeah, you got to go to the brew. So next year, I really want to do a live broadcast or a broadcast. Maybe we might be live by then. We could just absolutely
Kill it.
kill it, but it would be fun to do the.
And I've come to the conclusion that if we do decide to do this next year,
Yeah.
I will be here.
Okay.
That is
I'm-
fantastic.
I'll
So
either
we can
not
set up
go
right in the middle of the
back.
ball field, and they'll run us an extension cord. All we need is one,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I can make that happen.
I'll bring a hat so I don't.
But yeah, we got the T-shirts rolled up. They're ready to be distributed during Brewfest or maybe
Next year
concert.
we'll have a T-shirt cannon also.
Yeah.
Which is what?
Hooch
Waipuna sushi.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah,
not, it's not this.
He forgot the
I
menu
forgot
today.
the menu.
Yeah.
It's all right. Hey,
It's all right.
I was preoccupied.
but I'm sure that
We got up early.
he might.
I did.
There might be a T-shirt in the box there. You're an extra large.
Yeah. Well, is it not? You didn't. Not what's her name? Andrea Small, isn't it?
No, it's an actual. You can fit it.
I can fit it for the. For a
I'll give
picture.
you one before you
For-
leave.
for
And
a
that way,
picture.
when you're down there, you can walk around and they're going to go, "Oh, that's the best fucking shirt ever."
Yes.
Like, yes, it is. Thank you.
Well, I've got my long sleeve on, but it's going to be hot.
Yeah, it'll be hot. You don't want to wear long sleeve when it's hot.
No.
You know, in worst case, we just give you a little cutout. Tie on something,
Yeah, you can
Slice it. Yeah.
Can I get like
There
the
he is.
there he
Hey.
like the frilly things, like I see roller skating on the boardwalk? Yeah.
Maybe some tassels,
Yeah.
some stringers.
Oh, these are the new Boatnik shirts. Oh, those turned out great. I like
Cool. Well,
What's up with the fancy packaging?
Real business owner right there.
Yeah.
That's on all of them? No shit. Gosh damn, you're gonna have so much business now. You're gonna be funny.
Yeah.
I gotta take it.
Okay.
apparently.
Yep. See ya.
So yeah, he's
He's taking that. So yeah,
off to another
another fire.
problem.
Another fire.
Transmission or something.
Hey, look at that.
Oh, the blue is nice.
Yeah, that blue looks good.
Yeah, this is shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, I asked colors, and she's like, white. Just make them white. I'm like, okay. I was going to do Barbie pink, but.
That'd be cool.
And you guys could have just been Kens.
Well,
have you seen the Barbie movie, the new one?
I have not.
So Ryan Reynolds, in a part of it, is like he kind of gets bothered by it's Barbie this, Barbie that, and so he comes over to like the USA kind of area, and he realizes it's the man's world over here. And so he comes out with this song that's "I'm Just Ken," and it was like blowing up. They did an SNL skit on it and everything.
Oh yeah,
like that.
okay.
Well, you can make these pink. Just wash them with a red shirt.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
Truth.
Or throw them in a bottle of ketchup or something. That'd be a big bottle.
Wine.
Yeah.
Get a little bottle of $2 Chuck or something like that. And
Yeah, some like.
throw it in a bucket.
Yeah.
We could tie dye them.
Yeah, I guess you could. Got rubber bands? There's a shitload of rubber bands in there.
Yeah, but
Why?
in order to
For rolling up shirts to throw.
Designs.
Yeah, make no.
in order to tie dye, you really have to be good at it because if
Yeah.
you've never done it before,
Looks like shit.
yeah, you'll take something and say, okay, I just got to tie this into a knot and then dip it, and it'll come out looking nice and circle, and it's like.
You know, you should probably tell some of that to some of the people who have vending because they have a lot of tie-dye that looks a little rough
Yeah.
around
Yeah.
the edges.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I've done tie dye once, and I was thinking it was 8-year-olds at summer camp or something like that, or whatever.
Yeah.
And then,
I did it once about same age or
Yeah.
something like that back in the.
Did it turn out all right?
I don't recall, to be honest with you. But they do it at, they'll have family camp
yeah, yeah.
down at our place, and they'll end up doing stuff like that, handkerchiefs and. We could do underwear.
You can do anything.
Well, what amazes me is when someone's tie-dyed something with an image or, that, where they've, got a...
The vision you got to have for that,
Yeah,
And
yeah.
the tying techniques and
Oh,
you
yeah.
see these things that are all tied up in this crazy,
Yeah.
crazy mess, and they undo it. It's like a whole
Thank you.
like
Yeah, and there's
picture
a
of
wolf
something.
there.
Yeah.
Well, back in the day, as I recall, if you had tie-dye on, you were a hippie, period.
Yes.
Yeah.
Period, paragraph. And you smoked dope, and you somehow knew Jerry Garcia.
And the Grateful Dead.
Yeah.
Yes.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember seeing Jerry Garcia in a place in Palo Alto. He was playing acoustic guitar by himself before the Dead.
Oh, really?
Together, yeah. We went in there and we're sitting there watching this. Who is this old guy with the fuzzy hair and a beard and shit? Ding, 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 ding. Having a great time. And that was back in the long time ago. Yeah. Downtown Palo Alto.
When we were young.
Yeah.
Back before Palo Alto was what it is now.
It's a fancy place.
Yeah.
It's really
Well,
fancy place.
Palo Alto has never been in it. The only one was the one by the
East Palo Alto.
what the hell
Los
they call
Gatos?
it? There's a triangle. It's on the west side of Highway 1 on the university exit. It's like terrible shops. That was the furthest from the school or wherever that you could sell booze. And that's where everybody from school went to because there's a name for it. I forgot what the name for it is.
Oh, down in Palo Alto by
Yeah,
101?
It's a little triangle. It's
Yeah.
University. There's a road that comes in, and Highway 1,
Yeah.
101 is there. And
I got a
then-
building in Palo Alto downtown.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Commercial building or?
Yeah, commercial.
Nice.
Yeah. I don't have any residential other than my house.
Darn, I'd be talking to you if you did.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got one there and one in Oakland.
Okay. Yeah, Palo Alto and like Saratoga area.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's so pretty up there.
Los Gatos. And,
Yeah, they got all that Google money and stuff and
Yeah.
Apple money and whoever else is there, Facebook and
Sunnyvale,
everybody,
all that
Sunnyvale, the
stuff,
whole
yeah.
area.
yeah, it's an interesting joint.
I imagine rent prices are a little bit more now than they used to be.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we had Napster in our building.
Oh, really?
Point, yeah. That was before they got bought out by some.
Whoever owns them now, yeah.
Well, it was a German outfit, I think. That bought
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what happened to it. That was a long time ago. But yeah, they were. That was an interesting spot.
Oh, I bet, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever go to a restaurant called The Cats? It's in the outside of like Los Gatos.
Oh yeah, it's up
and they
there
have
on
these
17.
big giant killer
Yeah,
cats and
yeah.
stuff.
I've never been there, but I've been by it a bunch of times.
I drive by it all the time, and they have the weirdest hours. And I'm like, this is It's a little
Yeah, it's-
floozy saloon down here. It's like 4 p.m. they open until like midnight or
Or
something,
something like that. Yeah, it's well, I know a place like that here in town. Opens at 4.
We don't stay till midnight though.
No.
We close at 10.
Yeah, but 4 to 10, that's plenty.
Well, yeah, because
You
we
can't
don't
get
want
screwed up in 6 hours.
We don't want to be the last place people go. We want to be the first place.
Yeah,
You know?
I agree.
Warm up the pregame.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
tonight I'm going to go back down and refill lighters. Is what I do.
Yeah, because we had, when we had the parklets last year, we every once in a while on a weekend night, we would get some people that would sort of wander in at 9:45 or whatever and just sort of camp out in the parklet area and have drinks. And they would end up yelling at the people across where our homeless campers are at out there and causing a ruckus. So we'd have to go and tell them, say, you know what, shut up. If you want to hang out here, we don't care. But don't start causing troubles with our neighbors and causing an issue and things like that. Just
That's not cool.
yeah.
Be a nice individual.
Yeah.
Try it for a.
Well, and it's usually like the 22-year-olds and
Yeah.
the ones
Oh.
that aren't our target crowd anyways, because if they do drink, they're going to buy one drink and just suck on it all night long and probably have their own little bottle that they're topping it off with.
Yeah.
So,
Well, last night we had the dinner was paired,
yes.
and it what the hell was it? I'm sure how you pronounce it. View Carry. It was VIEUX or something.
Oh, they made some new drinks, and I don't.
Yeah, that had bitters in it. It was almost tasty. But we
Wendy was bartender, right?
Wendy,
Yeah.
yes, she did a bang up job.
Oh, she's amazing. And you know what? She had never bartended before.
I know.
I mean, she does consulting for the OLCC weed people to help them navigate.
pours on her
Whoa,
own
well,
time.
no, but as far as being a professional bartender, she was just in there one night. She's like, I really love the vibe here. If you guys want any help, I'll learn. And so Terry taught her how to bartender. She's been dynamite.
She's been
That's
killing
epic.
it.
She's actually probably a really good source to have because a lot of the laws are very similar.
Oh yeah, and that's her whole dig during her regular day job. Because yeah, she meets with the dispensary owners and farms and all that, and helps them navigate the system.
Yeah,
It probably makes pretty good money doing it.
I would think.
As a consultant, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. If you're going to have one position in that industry,
Yes.
the consulting is going to be where you're making your most money because
Yeah.
dispensary owners, you're not making much.
Well, and the dispensary owners don't want to waste time learning the freaking regulations.
Oh,
If you can go to them and say, hey, this is what you need to do, A, B, C, and D, and they're like, great, that's what I'm going to do. Or here's this binder. This covers everything,
Yeah.
that fulfills this requirement for $400, $500. Here.
Make it big print so you don't have to
Yeah.
stare at one page for
Pictures.
Yeah, that kind
Yeah.
of thing.
Break your crayons out.
Yeah, exactly. A crayon the size of a horse's leg.
Mhm.
That was the guy that we can't talk about anymore. He got in trouble, Mr. Cosby.
Bill.
Yeah.
Mr. Bill. Dr.
Back in the
Huxtable.
day-
Mr. Roofy.
Yeah, well, back in the day when I was a bit younger, we had his albums and we'd just sit and listen to them. They were great fun.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember that. I had, LPs that
Yeah.
were.
Well, he's the perfect example of a Jekyll and
Yes.
Jekyll and Hyde.
Jekyll and Hyde, yeah, no
Because
kidding.
I've met that part of him in Chicago, and it's not what the public image is, where we're all happy and all that.
Yeah.
He is a fucking maniac in private.
Well, and I would imagine a majority of people at that level are the same way.
Oh, yeah.
They've got that sense of entitlement.
What's his name?
P. Diddy?
No.
Oh, Diddy stuff. Holy cow. We got Will Smith that's coming out doing a bunch
Van
of
Morrison?
Van Morrison.
Yeah, my my brother's kiddo was a waitress, and there was a guy, I can't remember the other guy's name, but they would go into this restaurant all the time. Well, Van Morrison came in there, and he was just mean and rude and shit. She didn't know who he was, so he didn't leave her a tip. That's like,
Gee, that sounds reasonable.
yeah.
How dare you not know me?
Yeah, exactly. That was pretty much it. It's like, no, she's a kid.
A Ville
You're not.
Carré. Ville
Yeah.
Carré. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that before. That's not one of our regular drinks.
No, it's not, but it was really good.
Because it was paired with the sous vide prime rib
Yeah.
tri-tip. Prime grade tri-tip.
Prime tri-tip, yeah. I ate one of the pieces and took the other two home.
Somebody left their leftovers on the table. I came in this morning. I'm like, oh, leftovers. I open up like, nope.
Yeah, no, mine's in the fridge.
Exactly.
I just like get the flat top going. I'm gonna go.
So that's a pretty, I didn't really even look at the menu, but
Scallops are
for
fabulous.
$70,
Yeah,
you get 4 dishes, including dessert. 3 and 3, you get a freaking
you get
appetizer, starter, entree, and dessert.
Uh-huh.
Each one paired with a cocktail.
Yeah.
Each dish gets
Each dish.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So the bacon wrapped stuffed dates was the hors d'oeuvres, and that's drink pairing was a prosecco.
Yep, that was great.
The miso glazed scallops as a starter was lemongrass Collins.
That was
The
wonderful.
tri-tip was that vieux carré, and the tiramisu was espresso martini.
Oof, love me an espresso martini.
Yeah, and we were sitting at the bar, so if there was
Oh, yeah, you would. So
Yeah.
and there was extras. You got-
and just in case, well, we also got the extra dates.
Oh, yeah.
Because they come around. I had 3 of the damn things. You know, they came
Bacon wrapped stuffed dates. Yeah.
Yeah, they came with on a little Chinese soup spoon.
Yes.
With little rosemary in it, and we shoved that in your mouth with a little bit of prosecco, and oh god, it was good.
Jeez, the next thing they need to do is just start pairing it with a nice little pre-roll,
Little
hash
pre-roll.
dab,
I bet you Wendy probably had some in her bag.
She might,
She probably sure did.
you might have, yeah. Gummy for dessert. So by the time you get home, you can go to bed.
Well, I've gone to some of these infused, like really high-end infused dinners before, where they do very similar things. Where instead of a cocktail, they will match it with a certain strain or
There was a TV
concentrate.
show about that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That sounds like, be like smoking with Willie.
Sometimes it can be, it's a lot because especially when it comes to edibles, it's such a different thing than smoking flower or concentrate because your body depends on your metabolism.
Sure.
For myself, edibles, oh my gosh, I will be like a train wreck because it takes so long for it to digest in my system that I'm like, oh, I feel like I just had a 12-pack of beer or something.
If I have if I eat like one of the one thing,
Maybe I can join back in.
Yeah.
round things, it's like 3 hours before it hits me.
You feel it, yeah. You
and
better.
it's like, and I'm probably in bed by the time it.
But
does
then you're
anyway.
sitting there like, probably take another one.
No, I only do one. Because
That's good because some people will get dangerous. They're like, I
I've
don't
done
feel
2
it.
of them before, and it felt like the next day I was like, oh fuck me, and I'm
Yep.
mad.
Yeah.
It's just awful. Not hungover, but I felt it.
Just like
Well, I was hungover, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got my roommate's cousin from Hawaii. He lives, I don't know exactly where he lives, somewhere Northern California. But that's his business. He was a chef in Hawaii. He moved over and he does all cannabis type
Oh yeah.
catering and stuff like that.
That's really it's a good business. I mean,
Yeah, he's just like he does weddings and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, another
tickets
beautiful
are like
cannabis
$250
wedding.
a person. For
How
these
much?
Dinners. These dinners range from like $225 to $250 per person.
Oh wow.
To what? To get high and eat?
Correct.
Yeah.
Have the infused dinners.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
and you're
oh.
not even getting that much because they base it on your level. So it's like you're getting like maybe 1 to 5 milligrams. So it's like you're paying a good amount of money for like, and it's always lamb. It's always like they do these fancy cuts and things like that. So it's like, okay, at least you're getting.
I can't do lamb.
Really?
I can't
I'm
do
not a
it.
lamb fan either.
I
I
love
like
it.
lamb, but I don't like the mint jelly.
I
don't.
can't.
Yeah, I don't use.
I
Just
can't
season
get-
your lamb right. I don't need the jelly.
I can't get past what it looked like.
Little
With the little
fluffy
furry, little fluffy furry thing. They're
Oh,
so
what a
damn
softy,
cute.
Dad.
Yeah,
You're sick.
I feel bad even when I go to the livestock
Well,
auctions.
you need to go to a restaurant where they take the skin off.
Yeah.
Oh,
And just give you
they
the
don't
meat.
run. Well, they don't run the little lamb through and parade it, and then they go back and kill it.
No,
Get
that's
all
the
that
Three
hair
Stooges
in.
thing with
Yeah,
the dog.
I'm even get to the point where I don't even want to kill deer anymore.
Cannabis bar service is what their place
But
is called. He
I'll
partnered with
kill.
somebody
I'll kill
else.
an elk. I'll kill an elk, but I've already killed my share of deer. But yeah, I just don't have that. I found
don't-
my dad told me about 20 years ago that it's like when I was really big in hunting. It's like I was going hunting every hunting season. When I was out day after day after day to go kill animals, and I'd ask him. I go, "Hey, Dad, let's go deer hunting." He goes, "Nah." I go, "Really? I grew up with this. You know, he was a logger and he was a surveyor for the BLM and he worked in the woods and he was a mechanic.
So he had
and
all the keys.
He was the man's man." And then for him, as like one of my guys that I look up to, and he looks at me and goes, "Yeah, I just don't feel like killing anything anymore." And I'm like, "I don't know. I don't get it. I don't
Not
get
even
it."
the neighbor kids?
Not even a neighbor kid.
Damn it.
And
He's
he was
gotten soft on us.
And he was such a badass back then. He would fight anybody. And now, as he's just like, I don't want to kill a deer anymore. I don't. And I'm like, I didn't understand it 20 years ago. Fast forward, now I'm 53 next week. And I go, I get it. But I'll shoot a fucking duck. And I'll kill a fish. I mean, but to something with 4 legs, I just don't.
I'll hit a
and,
goose with
and
a
I
golf ball
love,
if I could.
Well, yeah. I'm
Considering the ball only goes this far off the ground anyways most of the time.
speaking of golf carts. Yours is all fucked up.
Why? What'd you do to it?
I didn't do anything to it. It just doesn't work all that well anymore.
You're the one's driven it last.
I know the battery. I
got to put some water in the battery probably. I'll bring some distilled water today.
Okay. If not, I got a jug at the house.
No,
but
cost me $2 at Rite Aid.
Rodney and I were pushing it in the clubhouse last Tuesday night.
Oh.
Because we didn't get done till fucking 9 o'clock at night.
Dude, that was a long night.
It was horrible.
You shouldn't be golfing that late. What the hell's the matter with
I know we shouldn't be, but the couple teams ahead of us.
It was a long night. And you didn't go in at all, did you?
No.
I went in and then Shay wanted to go down to Steam, so I took her down there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's when I was driving my car around the parking lot when I was not in it.
Yeah. Did it drive you to Steam?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But don't you got to sit there like you're acting?
You got to put your hands on the steering wheel. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I wonder how that would work if you're to get pulled over for a DUI. Like,
okay,
I wasn't driving it.
So, fun fact: the conversation I had with the police officer last night, as I was being checked into the sobering center, we had that conversation.
Oh.
And he's like, I don't know what we would do. I said, what if I've got a self-driving car? He's like, you know what? We've talked about that. Of what I'm like, and I was joking with him. I'm like, dude, I'm still the fucking responsible person in the seat. The fact that you were just questioning that.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
So in California, there's a lot of more vehicles going wrong, and there's like
they're everywhere.
Everywhere, and it's like they have a lot of these problems, and I'm like, but you still have to be like.
You have to be present. You have to be present.
At the end of the day, the car's not actually driving for you; it has assistance, and it's like a lot of the time people are relying on this, and they're jamming into the back of cars, or poor motorcyclists. They can't. It's been proven that these cars will blatantly not even see them and go for them.
Oh, I do that on purpose just for fun.
So I feel there's some off-air.
No, you on there. No, so I was heading home yesterday. And what's fucked up is I wasn't even drinking yesterday.
You had to go to the sober center because you were.
I was processing bourbon, and I was doing my little tasters for the flavor profiling.
Okay.
And that was it. And so I got pulled over for speeding on Williams Highway going
Imagine
home.
that.
Yeah, 63. So I got a reckless driving also.
Okay.
63 and a 40. And he pulls me over right by, because I punched it to beat the yellow light at Harbeck.
Okay.
And so of course he was coming the opposite direction.
Stater.
Turns around, Stater.
Okay.
God, they
have no sense of humor.
No, and he pulled me over right there where Dino's is, where the water filtering is,
yeah.
right? And he pulls up and he's like, "You were going pretty fast." I'm like, "Dude, I was trying to beat the light." I'm like, "I'm not gonna lie to you." I'm like,
Yeah,
you got me. I'm trying to beat the light." And he's like, "How much you had to drink today?" I said, "I haven't been drinking." He's like, "Well, you smell it." I told him, I said, "Dude, I'm a distiller. I was running bourbon all day and doing that kind of stuff." He's like,
It's in my hair.
yeah, so he's like, "Could you step out the car?" So I'm like, "Fine." So I step out the car. I did all the fields, and I even the one leg up, and you do the 1,000, 2, 1,000. I got up to or 1,001. I got up to 1,047. No problems.
No problem.
No problems. And he's like, then he did the eyeball. He did the eyeball check thing first, and
Right.
he did that. And after I got done with that, he's like, "Okay, you know what? I think you're impaired, and you're under arrest for driving under." I'm like, "I went to 47. What the hell? With not even a wobble."
Wow.
So he took me down there, and I was cool. I'm like, okay, well, whatever. So then, took me down to the sobering center and checked me in, and I blew a .1, which is
Nothing.
Yeah.
And sat there until about 10:30 at night. And then because you have to blow below 0.5 before they release you.
Okay.
0.05.
0.05, yeah, 0.05.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I sat there for hours in a.
Did you have any good roommates?
No, just by yourself.
Oh, by
They're
yourself.
single.
Oh, okay.
Got a 1.5, 2-inch pad on the floor.
Okay.
Got the stainless steel sink toilet combo.
You didn't make friends there to get you out
There
of
was
the
nobody
little...
there.
What about the front desk help? They didn't want to.
No, then they had some weird, I don't know if it was Al-Anon class or something, but there was a lot of chanting going on right after, because I can't see nothing, right? I got a metal door, and she brings me a thing of Gatorade, and of course, she's like, "You want Gatorade?" And I'm like, "What flavors?" And of course, nobody knows Gatorade flavors. It's orange, yellow. And I'm like, "You got the two worst flavors that nobody else wants." I'm like, "What about some blue? You know, you got any blue?" And she's like, "Nope." I said, "Okay, give me the orange." So, and yeah, so the cell is 4.5 cinder blocks wide, just over 6 cinder blocks deep, 15 cinder blocks high.
You had some reflection.
So a green paint goes up 4 cinder blocks.
Okay.
Yeah, I had some time. Till about 6 hours just hanging there.
Oh man.
So then finally she came. Well, finally she came. She comes in after about 3 hours, 4 hours, and she's okay. You want to blow? And I'm like, "Oh, no." It was actually the first time was 2 hours. I blew, and it was 0.06.
Oh shit.
And I'm like, okay. She's like, "Oh, it's got to be 0.05 or below." I'm like, "Can't we just fake it?" And the fact that she's like no, that would be wrong. She's like, there's cameras everywhere. I'm like,
She's saving her own ass.
yeah, I'm like, you and I could be friends. But yeah, and I was like, so I stayed here till about 10:30. The roommate came and got me.
So did obviously you're going to fight this.
Yeah, I'm going to go talk to somebody. Because I was looking up, and first off, apparently the breathalyzer notoriously 20% margin of error.
But did you breathe on site, or they
No,
just?
it was at the sobering.
So did you refuse?
No, they didn't ask me. It's on site.
Oh, okay.
It was just once we got down to the sobering center.
Really? I mean,
Where is that?
It's down on Foundry.
Next to the homeless
okay.
people.
Next to the Foundry Village there or whatever.
Yeah.
Across
Wow. Oh, that sounds definitely because they'll be able to subpoena the body cam.
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
I mean, a 0.01, not even 0.1.
No, it was
0.1.
It was
0.1, you're falling down hammered.
No, I was 0.1. Because 0.08 is the limit. I was 0.1.
Oh,
so I was 0.2 over the, or 0.02 over the limit.
Oh.
So yeah, technically I was over, but
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't even have a buzz, and I was like,
Well,
did you tell them that you're a professional?
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, I do this all the time. Well, then I find out we're in the sober center, and
You should catch me on a Wednesday.
Yeah, and I was bullshitting with him, and I was like, and it turns out, so I asked him, I said, how long you been a trooper? He's like, 2 years.
Ugh.
And he had a ride along with him. It was his sister. I'm like, oh, you had something to prove.
Yeah.
You found a good job, and you had to prove
Gosh
something.
damn it,
so,
Michael.
Yeah, so I'll do a diversion for a year and no drinking.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
it'll work out.
Well, we're here to support. I'm here to help.
Yeah.
But I asked him if he wanted to go have a beer sometime, and he's like, I have never touched alcohol in my life. I'm like, God damn it, you
No wonder. You're a cocksucker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm not saying that I'm not surprised.
yeah.
As our relationship has always been honesty, and
Yep.
we respect each other that
Exactly.
way. So, whatever we can do to help, and I will not blow in your breathalyzer for you. I've only done that for one other person, but no.
No, they got cameras on them now.
Oh, do they really?
That's what I understand, yeah.
Before they didn't have cameras.
Yeah.
Like, dude, you're not drinking. Blow in this for me. And it's not like they were falling down drunk. It's like they had a beer.
Yeah. Well, that's what guy Bob Holland used to golf out to golf.
Oh, yeah,
You remember him?
yeah.
And he had this big, I don't know if it was a freaking Crown Vic or something like that. Older ex-cop car kind of a looking thing.
Right.
And he had one of them units in there because he was like on his fourth go round or some shit like that. And we were leaving the golf course one time, and he was drunk as shit. And he lived in Gold Hill. And he's all, hey, you do me a favor? I said, Bob, no, I'm not blowing in that for you. Because first off,
Because I've had too much to drink too.
It's not doing you any good. But second off, you have to make it to Gold Hill, and you're going to have to do it again sometime between there and here. I don't know what your plan is, but just go to sleep in your car for a while. So, yeah, that's
That wasn't that long ago.
a couple of years. That's probably about 5 years ago. The last time, because he hasn't been out to golf course
I
for a
haven't
long
seen him
time.
in a long time.
Long time.
But okay, well, we're here as brothers and support.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
So start smoking weed. I don't know.
No, I can't even do that.
Oh, yeah,
If I'm on
yeah.
diversion, there's nothing
Yeah.
like a 12 month.
Same.
Yeah, same.
So I'm going to.
What about shrooms? Can you do shrooms?
Well, they don't detect
You
those.
can do shrooms. Okay, so this is my.
Go for it.
Oh my God, my daughter. Oh, this is everything that a father waits for. Oh, you can do shrooms.
Yeah, because that's a whole different test. And it's apparently very
that's a
expensive.
whole different level of being fucked.
It's a spinal tap.
Yeah.
And so it's like by the time they get down there and get everything done, it's like, and to be honest, like a microdose is.
Well, I've been microdosing for a long time.
Oh, so
yeah, I do a capsule a day. I grow my own and grind them up and put them in capsules. So
epic.
Yeah.
Yeah, epic. That's awesome.
No, you know what's interesting is like, do you do more of the extraction, like the taffy?
For you. You're
No, I've not.
So the cool thing about
What
the
did you do to
taffy
your
is it
hand?
gets away from all the
That
like
looks like a cigarette
stomach
burn.
problems
Or a
from like the
spider.
actual mushroom, and
I
it's such like a
don't-
light.
I don't know if it was a bite
evenness.
or-
You don't get that like
looks
come
like
up.
it.
Yeah.
Been that way for a
And
while.
yeah,
It's healing
that
up,
stuff I can-
really.
Oh, this is nice. But yeah, regular. I'm like, oh.
Okay, you guys good over there with
Yeah.
your
I made
fucking
chocolate
getting
bars a
high
couple
talk?
weeks
Oh,
ago.
those are the best.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's great.
I haven't done shrooms in eons.
Since the 60s?
No, actually, it was probably in the
Last
90s.
Tuesday? No.
If anybody we were walking in here listening talking about shrooms, I would look at Bob and go, "That dude does fucking shrooms." That's the way that he looks.
You do look pretty. You look epic.
You look shady.
I think he looks great. You have the fucking hat
Oh
on
my
and
gosh!
shades, all this.
So yes, we need to.
You're all
We might be able to steal some if I forget, because there are like jugs of distilled water all over the place out there.
Well, I think I've got some still, because I've still got my jug that I used to fill with. It's right in front of my cart.
It's in the front of the cart, or
Yeah.
no, it's inside the cart in the back of it.
Oh, is it? Okay, I know it's somewhere on there.
Yeah, we probably. I don't know if what you got going on today, but I would probably.
This is it.
I would probably drive out there and pour that into
And
the
now
batteries,
and frickin'
and then
charge it.
because I charged it back in. It was good for about 7 holes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we're in the front today.
Oh, it's flatland. Yeah.
There's
But
my
my
house.
cart's at my house. I had to get new batteries from Dan.
Okay, so that was the problem?
Because that was the problem, and my charger blew up.
Yeah.
So obviously it was from the problem, but that problem was what 8 months ago.
October, yeah.
Yeah, and it's kind of like a dick move to go, oh, I finally got my ass out to the golf cart and looked at it when I should have been out there when the notice went out that
It fucked up.
that PP&L blew our shit up.
Yeah.
But,
Well, the guy that hit the power pole actually did it.
well, I heard stories. That
Oh, was it that when they're-
It was it was PP&Ls.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, obviously the guy ran into the power pole and there was a problem. But when they were twisting the wires together, I know you can see me doing this, so I licked my hands and I twisted the wires together.
Thought you were tuning in Tokyo
I was. I've done that.
on her mom.
They
Definitely not my mom.
Or not. I don't know.
Well, yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I was married and I do have 3 children with her, so yes, I have definitely flown the airplane.
How embarrassing.
It is. I mean,
Not for me.
it's been 20 plus years ago, but
Yeah.
it was an airplane. Anyways, they hooked the power up.
We've
wrong.
landed.
There was a neutral. They did
Oh, that's
not-
right. Yeah, there was a disconnected neutral.
Yeah, and they fucked everybody up. But
Yeah.
oh well. Hey,
That's the way it goes.
What's another $90 charger or something, whatever it is?
I
600 or
Is it that much for the charger?
furniture. Oh, the charger. I
Yeah.
stole one from Dan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he had a spare, which is great, and it works like a champ. So I'm assuming that he's going to want it back, but I don't know when.
I'm sure there's a cart that never moves. It's all covered in dust. Grab that charger.
Yeah.
There's always one out there that nobody's been there. The guy probably died 6 years ago.
Right. Obviously, they're not keeping track of them because you haven't been a member in a year, and your cart's still there. And they're like, I even told Jeff, the pro, he goes, "Hey, Garen, you need a cart?" They go, "No, I'm just going to grab Michael's." He's like, "Okay."
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy that is not a member.
Yep. The guy's not a member anymore, but
me, if my space is empty, they're calling me going, "Hey, are you going to bring your cart back?"
what's it matter? I pay for the spot.
Yeah, obviously because I have prime real estate on.
Oh.
We do have prime real estate on our parking.
Yeah, but really, realistically, so we don't have to walk up 30 feet. We only have to walk 10. You know?
Well, that's prime real estate.
Yeah. I don't know.
Location.
I don't know. There's still a lot of empty spots around that whole section. So.
Well, yeah, it costs us what, $25 a month to.
Doesn't cost me a dime.
He's got the squatter rights.
Yeah. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, I changed the locks and everything.
Yeah, Jeff doesn't care though.
Isn't the eminent domain that like, if you don't pay for like 5 years and they don't say anything,
Then it's
that
mine.
becomes yours.
Yep.
That spot is yours.
Yeah, except for I'm working on that with the truck, and it's not. And I'm into it $700 so far.
So still nothing from them?
I think they filed. I think they filed the injunction there, or they probably had to send them a notice going, "Hey, look, fuckers."
Oh, you're still dicking around
Oh,
with that thing?
yeah, dick around, and they're gonna play a fuck around and find out game, and unfortunately, it's gonna cost me a little bit of money, but you know what? In the end game, it's worth it.
Yeah.
So it's not a big deal.
Well,
I mean, it's to Chris. So I mean, like, what are you gonna do? Send me the collections, dude? Yeah, you're not, because it's just not gonna happen. So I'd rather owe it to you than cheat you out of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, eventually I'll pay it.
Sure.
So what did they file? What did they have to stand on?
I got the bill and abandonment. It's part of the abandonment clause of that they abandoned it, but they did not recognize on demand. So it's a whole thing when it comes to vehicles. And I mean, you could leave a couch there and tell them to come pick it up, and they go, nah, or ignore you, and you get rid of it. But when it comes to
Something that's registered and titled.
registered title, DMV has got their own set of rules for, the 9/10 of the law thing. It doesn't apply to DMV.
Yeah.
Because they got a title. They got something that is possession. And there's no lien on it. There's no hold on it. So,
Yeah. Well, and I would be curious to see, like it said, what date that they signed the title, if there's a date on that,
yeah.
and if it was like a month after the guy died, He would sign it, you know?
Yeah, exactly. At least all my paperwork is before the guy died.
Yeah.
Well, don't you, even if you lose, you've got $100 a day for...
Yeah, they don't want that bill because now it's probably $200,000.
Yeah.
I mean, this has been a while.
You should be able to win that no matter what.
Yeah, and I'm glad to go to court. I am glad to stand in front of the judge and go, they abandoned this vehicle here. I took care of this man's property. I paid for his funeral. I have done all the right things. And the brother, obviously, I have a bill of sale from the brother.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I mean, it'll work in our favor, and it's all good.
Well, it sounds to me, if it works in your favor, you wind up with an old truck. Try to lose so you can get the $200,000.
Oh, absolutely. I'll buy a bunch of
Pretty
new trucks.
sure you're not getting the $200,000 regardless.
Yes. I mean, I'll take real estate. I'll take guns, gold, whatever.
Pot?
No, I don't want any pot.
That's
it's
too
not
hard
worth.
to sell. It's not
Yeah,
worth
it's
it.
not worth.
Yeah, the
it.
price is not there.
Yeah, for $80 a pound or
Hash. We'll take hash. We'll take some ice water hash, though.
God.
My brother makes that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, it's such a proud dad moment again.
Connections while on this.
Oh yeah, we'll take hash. We'll take Coke.
No, I
What-
won't do that.
Don't want Coke.
No, don't want Coke.
What is it, 1985?
Yeah.
Actually, it's a thing around this town.
Is it still? Is it coming back?
It
Or did it ever leave?
It never left.
Snow is always falling here.
Snow is always falling.
It's like we're in
In
Miami.
July.
It's like in work.
Miami.
Miami.
So,
What else we got?
yeah. I don't know if you guys covered this while I was dealing with the 14 phone calls I got in 30 seconds. Is there any special day today?
Who's that?
Is it like National Dog Poop on the
You know,
on the
there was
carpet day,
something.
or-
There was some things that popped up in the news recently. I want to look. So the president of Iran.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Got
Mysterious
smoked.
high helicopter crash. You
Yeah.
think Israel had anything to do with that?
Oh, as soon as I heard that, I went,
Yeah.
uh-oh, Mossad's
No,
in trouble.
It wasn't Israel. It was the CIA.
You think?
No, caught in the act?
Caught in the act.
Clowns in action?
But
Yeah.
no one's going to blame the CIA on it.
No, they'll
they
blame-
don't get
they'll-
blamed.
they'll blame
they're like,
Israel.
They're like the Iron Curtain people, man.
Yeah.
They're Teflon Don.
Teflon.
Yeah.
Oh, and Donnie's getting. Boy. If I wanted to convict somebody that was an asshole, I sure in the shit wouldn't put a worse guy than who they got on the stand right now.
Didn't they?
I know
aren't
we're drinking hot chocolate today, but he's going to get away with it, boys. Whatever he did, they don't know what he did, but whatever they thinking he did, they're going to get away with it.
Well, I think the prosecutors were between a rock and a hard place because I don't think anybody thinks it was a great idea to end with Cohen.
yeah, they were wrong.
But well, no, I mean that they shouldn't have ended when they should have had him earlier. But would that have tainted even the ones after Cohen? So it's
Yeah.
like,
I know the defense rested today.
Yes.
And then they don't go back.
They had yesterday. The defense was already with their witness.
Yeah, but they
Guy that
rested
pissed
this
off.
morning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so now then everybody is released to come back on Tuesday. Instead of having closing arguments on Wednesday and then deliberation goes in, but since it's a holiday weekend coming up, they're like, oh, give everybody the weekend off. So they'll resume probably closing arguments on Tuesday, go to jury, and then depending on how long it's going to take for them to go, yeah, this was a bunch of bullshit. Just my gut feeling, you know. You got to have a crime to commit a crime.
Well,
And Cohen committed to the crime.
he lied and he testified and was honest about his lying.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that the man who needs to control everything all of a sudden has no memory and I didn't know. And
Well, one of the facts of the case is that Cohen said that he wrote himself the checks, and he figured that I wanted more money, so he wrote himself another check because he was shorted on what he felt was his bonus. So he's just like, yeah, I fucking wrote myself $60,000 worth of checks, and I'm sure down in the memo it didn't say hush money for so and so.
Well, you got to put a category. You got. How do you know where it's from?
Right, it's got to go in QuickBooks. I get it.
How else you gonna list in QuickBooks? Come on, that's accounting 101.
But anyways, that's neither here nor there for us here in little old Grants Pass, Oregon. So good luck to everybody involved. And
did you see the? I guess they've taken it down, but there was a campaign commercial where we were going to make it the unique rice. They happened to take a couple of phrases from a prior dictator and had it they made like a fake newspaper about him winning and all that under there.
I saw something about that.
Oh yeah, the Reich, which
The Third Reich?
they didn't. It was
That
a
Reich.
third, but it was like they were going to work towards
Something Reich.
United Reich or
Yeah.
Oh,
and there's
yeah.
supposed to be some other quotes in there in the papers. So
Hey, well.
So according to this ABC News thing about the Iranian president.
Yeah.
So it said apparently it was a convoy of 3 helicopters. Only that one crashed with the president.
Imagine
and,
that.
Had Iranian president, the foreign minister, and other officials. There's 8 total people on board, all dignitaries.
They should have smoked them all.
well, the other 2 flew a little higher and got over the mountain.
Yeah, I guess. Did he crash into a mountain?
Yeah, apparently
Yeah.
they had, so this guy who was a fighter pilot that was a consultant for ABC says it seems to be a fairly classic mishap that occurs when helicopter pilots try to skirt underneath weather in mountainous terrain.
Yeah, they got radars and shit, don't
So
they?
we know that there was a lot of fog in the area. We know that's a freaking Kobe Bryant all over again,
Yeah,
2.0.
yeah.
Kobe Bryant 2.0.
But yeah,
United Reich.
I mean, they got this thing on. I imagine on the helicopter it says, "Hey, there's a fucking mountain in front of you, so why don't you go up?"
They probably thought they were past that top.
Yeah, they must have. But, yeah, unfortunately, there's a guy right behind him that's going to continue to do what he was doing.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah.
There's a
Probably.
cousin, a brother, an uncle, or somebody that's going to
Smother him out.
He was
Yeah.
supposed to become the new Ayatollah.
Yes, the Khomeini. But
There's an opening.
Yeah.
well, you know, it's just a distraction of what's going on, anyways. So,
Well, that's how Gotti got in his position.
but they never found John.
They did not.
I saw his car once.
Was he in it?
No, he wasn't. No, I didn't look in the trunk.
But
It was at the Plaza Hotel in Las Vegas, Nevada.
oh, it's that gangster exhibit.
No. It's down on Fremont. At the very end is the Plaza.
Oh, okay.
And they had Gotti's.
Yeah, because one of them on the strip has got that mobster display. I think it's MGM has got that or something like that downstairs.
They got the Mob Museum.
Mob Museum, yeah.
That's down on Fremont, which is awesome. And then at the El Cortez, it's got one of Bugsy Siegel's Cadillacs in there.
Nice.
Old school freaking Cadillac. But John Gotti's car was down at the Plaza. It was like a red Mercedes or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was in a roped off area, and like, oh, okay, that's John Gotti's. But I didn't look in the trunk.
No blood splatter.
Yeah, he's probably where the obvious is. He's probably buried in a cemetery somewhere. It says, you know, Bob Smith on it.
No, he's in the desert.
You think Gotti's in the desert?
Well, under the desert.
Under the desert, so they flew him out to Vegas and they buried his head. Maybe they had a helicopter.
They could have.
They could have had a helicopter.
I had helicopters back then.
Yeah, they did. I watched MASH. They had helicopters there.
Well, that was like in the 40s, though.
No, it was
When
in the
did-
50s.
Yeah, when did Gotti die?
Korean War. When did Gotti die?
Yeah, or when did he disappear?
70s?
Was it
80s?
70s?
In the 80s.
He was not. He was not. He may not be dead. You don't find a body. There's no.
He could be with Elvis right now and Tupac. They're down.
Tupac's definitely alive.
Yeah. I've seen those little. You know, we call it the rabbit hole.
Oh yeah.
Elvis also was alive too. Look up the Elvis one. Bob, I showed.
That dude who came and played the piano at her funeral, that was Elvis. There's no fucking way. I mean, even.
Oh,
when they
you're
did
talking about the Bob guy?
Yeah. When they
Yeah.
did his facial recognition.
Yep.
His eyes are,
That was Elvis.
It was Elvis.
Yep.
At whose funeral?
Like him, talk like him.
At Lisa Marie's.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I showed Bob. Bob was pretty impressed that it was Elvis. Yeah. They're all alive.
One of my favorite videos I watch all the time on YouTube is one of his last
Biggie's
performances when he like
Biggie got fucking
he asks
smoked.
his piano player to just put his hands on the keys, and you can tell that he is just gone, but his voice is just like so beautiful and so powerful. It didn't matter how screwed up he was.
Yeah.
He
He had to get out, man. He had to lead the lifestyle. It was tough being the king.
It was killing him.
Yeah. And Tupac, he's boogied. He's down there in Jamaica or someplace.
Oh no, Diddy threw a hit on him, and then he had to go in hiding.
Well, Diddy's a dick. Oh, there's a new
A lot of
video
things.
came out with Diddy that he was beating on one of his girlfriends.
Yeah.
Oh, Cassie, there is actually a whole.
But the statute of limitations, I think, is up on that one. Or one of them. They're
No,
talking
she
about.
won it.
Oh, she did win it.
She went and won. She did a plea deal, basically paid her a bunch of money. But now all this video is coming out, and all these. Well, his house got raided in California, And then all this son stuff, basically a bunch of like hits at the music studio and lying, and his son got hit with sex trafficking.
So you're saying Diddy was dirty?
Oh, Diddy's super dirty.
I bet.
He's been dirty and
You look at him and he just looks like an
dirty.
asshole.
Yeah.
evil man.
So
Yes, Bob.
I assume the Gotti guy is spelled Gotti.
Correct.
Correct.
John?
Johnny.
John Gotti.
Jonathan.
In
John-
1998
Teflon Don.
In 1998, he was diagnosed with throat cancer.
Oh,
He
yeah.
died in 2002
No, we're
at
thinking
the
of,
U.S. Medical Center of
yeah.
Federal Prisons. I don't think they lost his body.
No, John Gotti did not get killed. We're talking about who's the other mob boss?
Yeah, it was not John Gotti. It was,
Hoffa.
Hoffa.
Jimmy Hoffa.
Jimmy Hoffa.
Yeah, Jimmy.
He
yeah.
was the
But Gotti, yes.
leader of the Teamsters.
Yeah.
Yep, yeah.
Yeah, he owned New York City.
Maybe it was
He died
Jimmy
in 82, supposedly.
Hoffa? Yeah.
Hoffa.
Yeah.
Jimmy Riddle Hoffa. Yep, Teamsters president for 100 years.
The Teamsters.
Yeah, well, I think he's in the foundation concrete. of-
So he disappeared in 75, but they're saying he died in 82.
Yeah. Imagine that.
And apparently Frank Sheeran ordered to hit.
National Strawberry Day.
Oh, look at that.
Strawberry and Cream Day. National Waitstaff Day. Red Cross Founders Day. Who cares? Today is Talk Like Yoda Day.
Oh, I can't fucking talk like Yoda.
Oh, time has come now, sir.
You sound like a crazy Asian.
Basically Yoda.
Yeah.
Was Yoda Asian?
Could have been.
Rice is rice?
Yeah. Yeah, he is. So disappeared in 75 and legally declared dead in 82.
Oh, legally declared dead, yeah. Hey, Mike, I haven't looked at our Spotify, but did we add any more lost files?
I have not added anymore.
Okay.
We have some, but I'm just
Yeah,
gonna,
no, that's fantastic.
I'm just going to trickle them out every once in a while.
That is.
Oh, and also,
I did listen to the very first lost file, and we were a little raw back then.
Yeah. So we had the Google podcast stuff. You know, they took it down for new people coming on, and they're officially opening up the RSS feed for just straight to YouTube.
Okay.
So I'll enter that into the system. So it'll
Sweet.
it'll
And
stop
I
around.
did get that text from that someone.
Oh,
wants
yeah, I got an
someone,
email.
Someone that
A PR firm wanted to promote us.
Yeah, they want to pay. They probably want us to pay a bunch of money for.
Well, it
For a
says
small fee.
For a small fee. Yeah.
Yeah, they said, he said, "Hey, hi, Michael, found your podcast. I work with a pay on results PR firm. We have helped podcasts like yours get featured in large mainstream publications, helping them secure sponsorships, partnerships, and more listeners. Can I send you some examples of other podcasts we've helped?" I'm like, sure. Haven't heard back.
Yeah. So I tell you what, this what's his name? Rashid, or does it give a name?
Stan?
No. Okay, so if it's Stan.
Yeah, Peter Darrell.
Peter Darrell. Wow.
Rashid was real close, though.
Rashid's real close. So, Peter, if I know
If you're
you're probably
listening.
not listening, but why don't you show us the money first,
Yeah.
and then we'll negotiate how much that you get, Peter.
I'm going to see what his email address is.
And good morning to Todd.
Morning to Todd.
Morning,
Yep.
Todd.
Todd, what's up?
Todd's up there on the wall.
Yeah,
he's
Todd's
always
my favorite.
he's judging Michael
All day.
all
night.
day long.
Little side eye.
Judging my
What about from the Irish mobster? What's going on in your world over there?
Trying to finish up everything for Boatnik.
Good for you. So the Irish mobster has
Okay,
been
so
dedicated as the
Peter Darrell, who works with PR firm, is Peter Darrell 09776 at Gmail. Got a real official sounding email address there, Pete.
Yeah, good job, Peter. But no, Dan's made our Boatnik T-shirts here, and he's been working feverishly. 600 of them.
610.
610.
Don't forget those 10.
And minus 2 because he hooked me up with a couple. But no, they look fantastic. I think.
Yeah, no.
They're good.
Well, it looks good in the package. You haven't noticed.
So you know that.
Way to have faith in Dan.
I would say you probably should have them done by Friday if that's possible.
Well, they will be done in about 5 hours.
Okay, 5 hours.
That'll be by Friday.
That's sooner than Friday.
Yeah.
And then, of course, he's going to be down there hanging out with all our lovely sponsors.
Faux show.
From not official sponsors of the podcast, but
the Boatnik.
The Boatnik.
So
official.
when are the sponsorship packets going out? Did we get ours yet? Because we should.
Talk to Scott.
Scott just got them. Okay.
Yeah, Scott got it like 2 days ago.
Okay.
Yeah, you probably should.
Well, he's been on the lake.
Then he didn't get him 2 days
Yeah,
ago.
he's
Maybe
on,
he
he
got
was,
him yesterday.
he was on a lake. He might have got him yesterday. I'm not sure when. He came back sometime.
They were grabbed on Thursday, so.
Okay.
Yeah,
but
Terry was in here asking about it.
Yeah.
Everybody's.
Scott's probably giving him to all his friends, and we're like, dude, what the fuck?
I would hope that didn't happen for you guys, but I know he's got his other company that he sponsors, and then Steam.
Steam's supposed to have. Yeah, we're supposed to.
And I know Terry's on his way to Idaho Friday morning, I think.
Oh, is he?
Something like that.
Oh, to see family. Oh, his mom's stuff.
His grandpa.
Grandfather passed away.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, unfortunate, but that happens.
And Katie, do you want a little shameless plug on
what you do,
what
how
you do,
do it?
or your YouTube channel, your as I always make fun of her Stitch or Twitch or Itch or whatever the hell that she's doing.
Sure. I mean, if you want to follow me over on Twitch for live streaming, I sesh a little bit, play some games. And if you don't know the word sesh, Dad.
Yes, I was
going to be like,
did you see that in my eye?
I did. I saw the little. What's that?
Okay, when I say sesh, it means a little. So I don't know what. I didn't want to go there. I'm like,
that's a session.
Well, whatever. But that's. I mean, but I didn't want to say that.
Have you had any sesh lately?
No, not at all.
You should probably find one.
I thought about doing it in the cell last night. They got the camera in the They got the camera in the corner.
You're acting like no one has never done that.
And Dad got the corner in the camera, and I'm laying there going, I wonder if there actually was. I'm waving. Nobody came in.
So, anyways,
So a sesh is usually when you are with a group of friends and you're enjoying some, some smoke, some little nice pastime.
Are you doing this like on over the your
streaming it video?
Yeah. Kind of like a Zoom meeting or something, and everybody's smoking weed in their own.
They can only see me, so it's a live broadcast. And
it's not like you're gathering like right now where we're sitting around a table and everybody's bonging it up.
Well, that would be like a traditional sesh. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So this is like a virtual sesh.
A virtual sesh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, virtual sesh is like, you know what? You don't have anybody to smoke with, or
So you just sit there and smoke by yourself, and people watch you.
Yeah.
Okay.
We talk about different things, kind of similar to what you guys do, bring up different current events of either if I'm going to go into the cannabis realm. I'm a cosmetologist, makeup artist, so sit there, do my makeup, and we'll talk about different things. And it's not, I don't smoke flower, which is going to be like your joints and your bongs and things like that. I'm mostly concentrate. I'm a dabber. So it's like I have all the different glass and accessories, and I work with different companies and try to like show the art style.
So do you get sponsorships to do that?
Do you want to turn the camera on and talk about this and why you're doing this, or I mean, just trying to get you a little help here, honey?
I don't think so.
We got 42 followers.
I know that's big. That's
and none
big.
of them are probably sessed. Or sessioned or whatever.
They probably do session.
Yeah, more than likely.
I'm sure they do.
But okay, so what else?
I don't know, just kind of hang out and I do a lot of gaming morely on my Twitch. So
and that brings me up to question, like, you just sit there and you play a video game on your computer and people watch you?
Yeah, and they give me money and
they pay you money to do that?
Subscribe to me. And
what kind of game do you play? Do you like Call of Duty?
I started playing Call of Duty. I play this game called Genshin, which is a RPG like gotcha game. It's a bunch of anime girls that are in different outfits, and they have swords, and you go beat monsters, and you can get different characters.
And how many people would like join you on your? I mean, how many? You got like almost 50,000 followers.
I have 40 something on Instagram, and then Twitch is different. So with anything like you do, it's trying to like push. I have like 3.1K on Twitch.
Okay, that's 3,000.
Yeah, it's about 3,000. But then you have your
3,100.
So then you have your subscriptions. So you have your followers and you have subscribers, right?
Okay.
So the subscribers are the ones that are coming in like they want to support me. They have different badges that they can do. I have different stickers and different sounds, and they can use their money.
Okay, do one of your sounds.
Well, it's like one of your little.
Oh, I thought you were making the sounds. I'm like, do you do pig noises?
No,
or what?
the only thing that I do when I get a new follower, I just do like a little cat dance.
So what's your handle? What is that a thing?
Yeah,
they call it a handle.
Yeah, good job,
okay.
Dad.
All right.
So
look at you.
I know. I'm one of the cool kids now.
Yeah, you are. So it's Kitty Kate 710 on Twitch.
Kitty Kate 7
Kate's with an S.
Kate's.
Kate's.
Yeah, it's two Kates, unlike the one hill.
So Kitty Cage, KITTY KATS
ES
at
710.
710 at.
Twitch.tv. So it's twitch.tv/KittyKate.
Okay, what about on YouTube channel?
YouTube is similar. It's just it's kitty.kate 710.
Oh, right. Well, you got to change.
Do you
it
have
up.
like one of them pages that's got all your links on it? The link tree, they call that?
I need to get one of those.
Actually, the Irish Mobster is probably who you need to have conversations with. Linktree, you know all about Linktree. Yeah.
Yeah, trying to different things because I have Patreon, I do Instagram, YouTube.
So how often do you do things on these various things?
I have Discord as well, don't I? She knows more of my stuff than I do.
Okay.
So when it comes to Twitch, it's probably about like 3 or 4 days a week, but I'm streaming for like 5 to 8 hours.
Each time?
Each time.
Wow.
And
then-
people watch you.
Yeah, and then I do Instagram lives, which since I have a bigger following on Instagram, and that's typically more my cannabis people. And I'll start a live probably 10 in the morning. I'll live till noon, and we'll just sit there, sesh, mostly just.
So that's
sesh.
pretty much when I call you or send you a message and you're ignoring, not ignoring
I'm
me,
not
but
ignoring you. I'm
She's
but no,
working.
she's working.
She's working.
I get
I'm
it.
working,
I
and-
get it.
I mean, just as you know, like podcasting or live streaming is very similar. It's like you got to give the audience your attention.
Well, sure,
most
sure.
of the time, and that's the one thing with when you are doing more of live streaming is like these people get to know you more on that personal level.
Right.
And they invest in your life, and
Okay.
they become a little more obsessed with the life kind of thing.
So you get a stalker yet?
Oh, plenty.
Oh, you're like, yes, I do.
Not as much.
Because those are
like-
the ones you can get money
We
out
have not got our first stalker yet.
No,
No,
not that we
but
know
do you
of.
remember? Do you remember when I came to the house and you were getting the solar panel estimate? You had,
Yeah.
and those people knew who I was. They were like, "Are you Kitty Kate's?" And Rhonda was just like, "You just tattled on yourself,"
Yeah.
basically, because they just said that they smoked weed.
Yeah.
Because if you know me, then you're a big pothead, basically.
Right.
I'd much rather it be like known for more makeup artistry or things.
Well,
like
yeah,
that,
because
but-
you're
Hey,
because
but
you.
go with what pays the bills.
No, I don't know if everybody knows, but what was it? 2 years ago that you actually did the makeup artistry for Belushi.
So I did a campaign for him the beginning of COVID.
Yeah, Jim.
Jim
Jim, not
Belushi.
John.
Yeah. Jim Belushi, he has a grow out
Excuse me.
in like Ashland.
Eagle Point area, I
Yeah,
think,
yeah.
something like that.
One of the Blues Brothers guys.
Yeah.
So
The Bruise Brothers' brother.
yeah. So basically, he had a new vape pen coming out, Jack Herrera. I mean, it's a classic strain, but they were looking for ways to market it because when it comes to cannabis marketing, you can't necessarily, like on an actual professional level, you can't show the act of smoking. You have to kind of like find ways around it.
Oh.
So the thing that I do is I really like to pull in my makeup artistry with either glass or the cannabis realm. So I did this really cool like melted teardrop thing from my eyes that kind of looked like I had terp tears coming down, and they really loved it. And they were like, "Hey, do you want to come do this campaign?" And I got to meet him. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
really
when-
I've met him in the airport for it. He's super laid back. Just,
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
been in our cigar shop over in Medford and, and hung out.
He came over there that day. He was just really nice. You know, I kind of expected something a little bit more aloof.
Yeah.
That day I was at the Josephine County Fair with the monster or the puller truck that we made, and I went all of 3 inches. But by God, we look good.
That's it.
We
That's all
had
that
the
matters.
best. We had the best stock class. That's the Irish Mobster actually
Yeah,
did all the
that's right.
graphics
That's
on
right.
it.
The graphics were
I still
on
got
point.
that. I still got that
Is
that
they got
Bronco.
Got Steam Distillery on there too, right? Didn't it? Didn't they put something on there?
It was before Steam.
Was it before Steam? Okay.
It was before Steam. But no, I'm going to have to resurrect that. And, you know, I keep on telling Dan, he's got a motor for me out there unless he made a boat anchor out of it. Is it still laying there?
Still there.
All right. Big motor for it, but it needs to be rebuilt and redone. And
What year Bronco is it?
that's like an 89 or 90.
It's the big size.
It's the old OJ style.
Is it the OG one?
OJ was a
like when I
94.
growing up?
Yeah, yeah.
'Cause I had an 89 before.
I had an 88. And it's real cool. It might be an 87, but it's a
But still
kind of
the
a
big
rare,
size, the big
Yeah, it's the
more
big.
square.
It's the big square. But it's kind of a rare Bronco. I stole the damn thing from somebody because they couldn't. Well, when I
admit that in public.
no, I didn't steal
not in
it.
public.
Just saying.
They
He
advertised
got a
it
hell
for
of a good deal on it.
Yes, thank you. They advertised it
I'll
for like
translate for you.
$1,000, and I sent the youngest boy over there. I go, hey, let's go pick this thing up, take the car trailer, and go to it. And he gets over there, and it's not running during anything. He goes, hey, look, I'll give you like $500 for it. And the guy goes, yeah, I need money. He hops in it. He does one adjustment in the motor, fired it up, and drove it on the trailer. Goes, see you later, dude.
Oh my Lancer.
Yeah. Hey, know what you have. Be prepared when you go there.
Yeah, to me, if I've got to do anything to fix it, to get it to run, it's a non-running vehicle, regardless of what the issue is. The fact that you don't know it, that's on you.
Yeah, we did very little to get it running, and what ended up happening, I blew my front.
Blew a seal?
I blew a seal.
Oh my, here's ice cream.
There's ice cream, huh?
Yeah.
So yeah, so cool.
But no, thank you,
yeah,
Katie, for being here. It's always you have not been home in a year.
I know it's crazy how fast a year can
It
go.
does. It goes super, super fast.
All 365 days.
All 360.
366 this year, I think. Isn't it?
Yeah, 360. There he is. There is another man, myth, and legend, Dino.
I know that face.
Yeah, you do.
I haven't seen that face in a long time.
It's still ugly. It's still ugly.
I don't care about your dad.
But
oh God, you look. You're welcome.
yeah, 1 year. Katie's here. Dino's walking in, hustling me for some stuff, and thank you for your service today in the roofing industry, for taking a look at your sister's roof. So,
My sister.
your oldest sister.
Your daughter.
What?
What?
Apparently, that's not you're not claiming that relationship.
No, it's
No, I have a sister.
all right.
I don't know who she is.
Talk to
I don't know.
you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
The one that's bailing.
Love you, Dino.
Love you too, baby. You look great.
Thanks, Dino.
So Dino,
Yeah, it's hard to believe you're his daughter.
I know it's amazing.
He
isn't it?
basically is like a.
I made beautiful children, except for Joshua. I'm sorry, Gab. Hey, that was your choice.
You made a conscious effort.
I do have a beautiful grandson.
Colton is the cutest little thing.
He is a maniac. I love watching that kid play in the backyard. He is so fun. So he's got this little Jeep. Actually, we bought for Addison, my oldest granddaughter. Will be. It's pink and it was
a Barbie thing.
Not a Barbie thing. What's that?
It was the Frozen.
The Frozen. It was the Frozen Jeep.
So
bought
it's
it.
Disney.
Bought it at the Fred Meyer's years ago. Like 7 years ago, maybe 6. But he hops in that thing and he drives that little battery-powered Jeep like a maniac around the yard. Lots of room to move around.
Pedal down.
Pedal down. He's stripping gears and just going like hell. But to watch him play as a single child. He drives it around the yard a few times, and then he pulls right next to his play set, which was Addison's play set, and now it's a generational thing. He acts like he's putting gas in it, so he gets out. He goes over there and he pretends to put in a nozzle, and then he walks around, kicks all the tires, he checks the fluids. And then he'll pull the nozzle out, and then he'll do a walk around because he's seen his dad do this a million times probably because with the big rigs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then he hops in there and he goes like hell for another half hour. But he was hauling bricks yesterday. I had some bricks up against the fence that obviously grass is growing over and everything, and he dug them all out of there, threw them in the Jeep, drove them around to the middle of the yard, and threw them out in the middle of the yard. And then he built a pile of them, and then he tried to drive over the top of them with the Jeep, and he realized that wasn't happening. So then he built like a fire pit, and then he went over to his little play grill that he's got looks like a little Weber grill, and he was getting ready to
hot dogs or
doing hot dogs or something. He's got to like, screw this, I'm going to do something else. So he grabbed all the bricks and threw them underneath the slide. And then he hopped in his Jeep and drove off. We haven't seen him since.
Okay, yeah. He'll come back when he's hungry.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's the thing. He doesn't eat much.
No.
But no, so fun. I'm very blessed to have to watch these kids grow up. So
Nice.
all of them. Yeah, I don't expect anything out. Any children out of.
Out of me?
Yeah, out of you. No.
Damn.
You gotta get you married off first.
Yeah.
You don't have to.
Well, the thing is, I really like her boyfriend, and they're good family. So I'm just afraid how much that wedding's going to cost me.
And the food that they make.
Oh, the food's fucking.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
So,
flavors.
I will say you don't have to pay for catering because I'm already like.
Yeah,
I've been to
no,
so
I'm
many
not. I wasn't
weddings, and
going
I'm
to.
like,
honey.
It wasn't an issue.
I was like, we need to have birria, and I want pozole, and I want this, and it's so funny to Jacob's dad. He's like, "Oh, you want like a traditional Oaxaca wedding?" And I was like,
yeah.
He's showing me videos of like, so in Oaxaca, basically when you say you're a man, you're about to marry a woman.
That's typically how it works.
Yeah, but like,
but if
it's like,
if
it's
you
not
do the other
woman.
way, that's okay too.
No, like say like, okay, so Jacob has to come to our family and he has to come to you and basically like, okay, put me to work. And he has to show that he has strength, that he can take care of the yard, he can take care of business, he can take all this.
Well, he's
summer.
about 3 fucking weeks too late on that because I've got Juan now, and you know, shit, you might be marrying Juan off, but he's like my age.
Yeah.
But there's Pedro.
It's a week-long process.
No
Like,
shit.
Yeah, and they come,
I won't make him do
and
that.
they will bring baby chickens, baby pigs, and they'll grow these pigs. And
They have to give me a dowry?
They have to bring all this stuff
I want
basically to
gold.
grow for the wedding. And it's like they do these parades for a week long, and
No.
I'm like, wow, what a! And they do these long walks through the town to celebrate, and they have.
How big is the town?
But we're not going to Oaxaca.
No,
to
we're
get,
not going to Oaxaca.
Oh, okay.
No, we're not
Yeah,
going to Oaxaca.
I don't think we can really afford everybody to go down to Oaxaca.
No, but seeing these like a lot of these traditional things, I'm like, oh yeah, I,
that
think I
happens,
like
I wanna
this.
go.
But
yeah, you're invited. You're.
Oh yeah, it's definitely going to be a.
Oh yeah,
a big
yeah. You get to help pay for the wedding, so you got to be there.
Okay. You got to be there.
So you're saying that we're going to be marching down the streets of Morgan Hill?
No.
Oh.
No, I wish that'd be fun.
Is
no,
the
but like,
Towing a Red Rider wagon with some, with some beer and shit in it and some snacks.
Beer and ice.
so one of Jacob's cousins turned 21, and one of his uncles make these fireworks. That's what he does, and it's just giant balls.
Oh, that sounds
and
like fun.
You put it on yourself, and you run around with it light on fire. And
No.
You walk around and you go like this. And he said he was going to make us one for our wedding, and it's a whole thing. It's the coolest, crazy.
Yeah, I see.
Nothing could go wrong there.
I see nothing that could go wrong with.
Oh, there's
Bunch of
having-
tequila shots and a
Bunch of tequila,
flaming bullhead.
Yeah.
full fireworks.
No. Alejandro, which is Jacob's dad. Am I'm saying that correctly?
Yeah.
Alejandro. He loves mezcal.
Oh yeah.
He broke when we were down there in April. He was like, "Oh, I'm getting the best stuff," and it was mezcal from Oaxaca. That I don't know, a family member or friend or somebody, but it was.
Brought up a gallon of the stuff or something.
Oh, it was a special bottle. It was like
Did he bring it up on a burro?
He could have
A burro.
a burro,
Burro.
but
That's my
he
favorite word. It's stupid, basically.
Burro.
burro.
Burro. It means that you're like an idiot.
Que tanto.
But
you're an
that's a donkey.
Que tanto.
See,
Yeah.
See, but
They've
he
got the cross on the back, on the
Well,
shoulders.
we translate the jackass.
jackass,
Yeah.
right?
yeah, that's basically what I told Jacob's dad. I was just like, oh, it's like a jackass. He was like, what's that? And I had to basically tell him
Yeah.
like the slang term of it.
The jackass is, yeah.
But
a
when we
donkey.
One that doesn't work for us with living, though.
yeah. So we were down there, and and he's like so proud to bring out his special bottle to share with me, the father, of the I'm the father,
The father.
the father,
My father.
The father
my
of
father,
the
and
soon-to-be
and
bride.
Boy,
Dad.
He had this tray, and they were in these special little cups, and they're pouring them, and he's like, "Let's go." And his English is very limited, but he was trying so hard.
You working on your Spanish?
I see.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Donka.
Muy poquito.
Very muy poquito. I mean, I know thank you and please and things
Baños.
like that. Baños and
All the important
cervezas and how to get the check.
Bandejo.
But pendejo, peachy pendejo. Enough to get me arrested or beat up. I know those words. But no, it was just awesome being in that culture for a very that short period of time that we were there. But
It's pretty neat stuff.
It is awesome.
Do they still have the bull ring off of 101 down in Gilroy on the east side?
Yes, yeah, they do. I think
That's the place to do the wedding.
The bull ring?
Bullfighting?
Right, everyone.
They got bullfighting down there?
They got.
They have
it's
a real
very-
ring on.
Dad, when I'm telling you, like you'll like Morgan. Well, I mean, you went. It's very kind of like old cowboy. We'll see cowboys riding.
I'm
with
I
surprised
did
their
not
feet
see
down.
much when I was there.
No, you were there for a short amount of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely a cool culture, and I learn new things every day. And
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
No,
Morgan Hill's a neat
his
area.
parents,
Have you been up to
Margarita.
Anderson?
yeah, Margarita.
Yeah, Margarita and Alejandro. And I met Grandma. What's Grandma's name?
Abuela.
Abuela. Yeah.
That
Abuela,
means
That means grandma.
Yeah.
That's not her name.
versus
No.
abuelo.
What is her name?
You should
just
know
call
these
her-
things.
Do you call her Grandma or do you call her Abuela?
Abuelita.
Abuela. What's that?
Abuelita. Abuelita.
Abuelita?
Yeah.
Little grandma.
It's just grandma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she
No,
none.
Zero. Not even the is. I mean, there's no English.
But you know what's interesting about her is I think
she fucking understands what you're saying. Oh yeah, she does. She's one of those sneaky ninja grandmas.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
It's like I know what you're talking about, you little shit.
Yes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You little ortoro poo poo.
She scares me. I remember the first time I came down, I met all the family. So most of the family is Spanish, and some of them speak.
I would hope
English,
so. They're
like,
from Mexico.
From Mexico?
But but like when you go to family, I'm like, okay, I'm the only one that doesn't understand anything.
Yeah.
So eventually, I started picking up things and learning, and the tias.
So they can't talk shit about you now.
Oh, they sure try.
Yeah.
Well, some of them will make little comments, and I'll like look over, and they'll see that I kind of like perk up a little bit.
Yeah.
And they'll look at me, and they'll look at Jacob, and Jacob will be like, and they go,
oops. Yeah.
They go, oh, yeah, she can understand
Yeah,
that.
you hear gringo señorita, you know they're talking about you.
Well, it's a little bit more passive than that. They'll be like, oh, she's so young. They think I'm so young. They'll ask me if I'm like 24 years old.
Really?
I'm 30.
Yeah, and Jacob's what?
30.
30, yeah. So
yeah, but they like see me and like, because apparently I look super young. And so they're
they
always
should
like
see your dad.
Yeah, they always give my boyfriend, like, they're like, oh, you got a young one over there.
Show him.
And he's like, no, she's
like,
old.
no.
She's old.
Show him a picture of your mother.
Yeah. It's always a
Oh,
You're going to hell.
no, it's not her fault. Well, it is. But anyways,
So have you been to Anderson Dam? Up the hill?
I have
Up on the
driven
hill?
by it. My boyfriend and his dad used to have a boat, and they did
We used to ski
wakeboarding
there.
or something.
We used to ski there. It was
Oh, interesting.
That is one hell of a dam. I mean, the damn thing is.
the damn thing is
The damn dam?
the
Well, no, if
big
you're
big
driving
damn
down-
dam.
If you're driving down 101, you think it's a hill. No, it's a fucking dam for like a
Yeah.
mile.
Well, when they dropped the water years and years ago, we used to go rock hunting there.
There he
And
goes, back to the rock hunting. You know you could do that in your front yard.
I can.
Is it like geo hunting? Break open the rocks.
You can. I've got one thing that came out of the vug, which is a hole in a rock.
Oh.
And the whole thing is.
So you got a rock out of a hole in a rock?
Yep. Yep. And it's sitting on my on my banister on my deck, and on my big deck. And when the light shines through it, it's gorgeous.
Oh, yeah.
I looked at it this morning. It was just beautiful. It's about fist size, and it's all gnarly with crystals on the outside, and it's hollow in the inside. And it's only about that thick.
I'll surround.
For the people that are looking at me, it's about an eighth of an inch.
Yeah.
And it's crystals on the inside too.
They're hard. They're like
And
hen's teeth.
it's
but
just
I can-
gorgeous.
So was it all one piece when you found it and you had to crack it open?
No, it was already cracked.
was already cracked? Okay.
Cracked, and we had to wiggle the darn thing out of the rock.
That's-
Yeah.
That's cool.
And that was probably, I don't know, 100 feet
Yeah,
down
that's
below
a whole
where the
different level.
Full level is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a neat place, and there's also there's a poppy jasper or something like that. It's nearby. That's on a private property thing, and you can't. It's a fee dig.
We went to a beach in Monterey, a spot that my boyfriend took me to, and there was just these giant pieces of quartz. Like the biggest pieces of quartz I've ever seen. And I was just like, this is quartz right there. He's like, yeah, it's all over on the beach. And I'm like, can we take it home?
Yeah, it's like the marble up at Applegate Lake. I got chunks of marble at home.
Really, I thought they come like little round. And...
Some of them are like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
They naturally grow that way.
Yeah, they naturally get.
The bigger ones are harder to roll.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
The cat's eyes and the,
Yeah,
and
that kind of thing,
Yeah,
Steelies.
yeah, the Steelies. Oh, if you had a Steely when you were a kid, you were the shit.
Oh, you were the
Yeah.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah, the
And
ball-
my mom she'd go down to the place where they had ball bearings, and she'd, get the big ones.
The perfectly round ones.
Oh yeah, they were.
Yeah, you were
they
the cat.
fun.
You were the cat's meow if you
Yeah,
had a
you
Steely.
could go hit something with those things, and the rest of them just shattered.
Yeah, yeah.
I win.
Yeah. Fuck you and
But
your
then you
class.
didn't get anything. You didn't win nothing because you just broke it.
I got pieces.
Right. But no, thank you for being here, Caitlin, as always.
Yeah, that's been cool.
Or Katie Bug.
Whatever you're
or
going
Kitty
by.
Cat, or whatever the hell we're calling you nowadays. And then you get to, what time is Jab? Are you taking her to the airport tomorrow?
Yes.
See? Cool. What time is that?
My flight takes off at 2:06.
Oh, so you're on the same flight that Jacob was
Yeah,
on.
basically. Yeah.
Do you fly in LAX or
No, SFO.
SFO? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I live about an hour from San Francisco.
Oh, that's not
Is
bad.
Jacob going to come get you? You got to,
Yeah.
kind of figure out how to get home from.
No,
Catch a Uber?
He's the,
You can
he's
take
the man.
the
He's the man.
Caltrans. Caltrains down from.
Oh, you could take a train?
Yeah, you could.
Yeah.
I could.
All the way out to Wilson Hill or whatever it's called, Morgan Hill.
Morgan Hill.
You can't fly into San Jose?
Not
No.
from here.
So, believe it or not, if you want to get, at least from my own research, you would have to do a 5-hour layover in Portland.
Oh, yeah.
Or Seattle.
Yeah, you're not doing
All
direct.
the
You're
way
not doing
up
direct.
and come
Yeah,
all the
they
way back.
fly out of San Jose and land in Oakland, and then they go Oakland to San Francisco,
I did that once.
and then San Francisco to Seattle, and then maybe over to Utah, and then they might
I did
catch
that once. I flew from
Denver.
They've stopped the San Francisco to Oakland ones because they.
Why?
Because Oakland's dangerous.
No, I mean you could
Well,
drive
no,
there
they-
in like in a
if-
half hour, can't you?
If you had like
Less
a
than
flight,
that.
if you had a flight to New York, they would pick up. You start in San Francisco and they'd go over to Oakland, pick up some more passengers, and then head east.
I
But they've
did
stopped
that one
little-
time. I went from San Jose to Oakland. I don't think we got more than 50 feet off the ground.
Yeah.
And then I ended up in Dallas.
Well, Mom was telling me that apparently there's a flight from Oakland to whatever airports by the coast here in Oregon.
Yes, there is.
So-
Crescent City.
Crescent
Yeah, and I was like,
Yeah.
interesting. She's like, yeah, you could always take the Oakland to Crescent City.
Yeah, but it's closer to go to
My sister-in-law
SFO
flies
for
from
you
San
than it is
Francisco
over
to
to
Arcadia.
Oakland.
Oh yeah,
It's easier. It's
easier. Yeah, and
It's
it's
still an hour and a half away.
Yeah, it's about the same, probably about the same distance, but yeah, a little better airport, better parking
Yeah,
situation.
the road, the 680 or whatever the hell it goes down on the Oakland side is not the prettiest.
The old 17.
Yeah.
Used to be Highway 17 that goes over to
Right.
Santa Cruz.
There's definitely a lot of. So obviously in Grants Pass we've got the I-5. That's it. And then you have the 205 all the way over there. But
Hey,
relatively,
we got Rogue River Highway,
And we-
Williams
Get out of
Highway, and
here.
Redwood Highway.
Okay, not the highway.
I don't know what their numbers are. I 238. How's that?
238, 199,
9
and 5.
and 5.
Well,
yeah.
people in California be like, okay, yeah, you take the 17, then you're gonna go with the 1 to the 280.
Yeah,
to
that's
the,
these
and I'm
two
just
guys
like-
right over here to you
I'm
next
like,
to you.
The what? To the what? To the huh?
Yeah, in Hawaii you had one
One what?
Highway.
No, we had three. H1, H2, and H3.
Right.
Well,
but there
interstates.
one was on
I don't know
this
why they
side.
call them interstate.
Yeah.
What are you connecting to?
right.
Intrastate.
Intrastate.
Intra.
But we had several highways.
Yeah, well,
But
we-
interstates, intrastates, what do we
got
call
one
them? H1 and
intrastate.
H2 and H3. H1 is the main one.
Right.
And then H2 and H3 go from
right through the
south to
poly.
north. Goes from south to
Right.
no. H.
What's the one that goes over the Poly over
That's
the North
the Poly
Shore?
Highway.
The Poly High. Okay, but
Poly.
makes sense they named it that.
Then there's the Like Highway, which
The Leaky.
runs parallel to Poly. H2 runs from
Honolulu over to you.
no. It runs from more west side.
Has more vowels in it.
From the west side, like Eva Beach and Schofield area, over to North Shore area.
Oh,
And then
okay.
H3 goes from the Pearl Harbor area to Kaneohe.
Okay, which is the one that you can take from like Honolulu to the base? Like,
Which base? Pearl Harbor? That's
not
H-
Pearl Base.
No, you're talking about Clark.
Yeah, like the.
Is the one on the other side of the Poly? Isn't that Clark?
That's
Clark
Monte
is a Philippines.
Kaneohe. That's H3. Kaneohe. Kaneohe
So,
goes to H3.
When I was over there, we got mopeds.
Yes, everybody does, and it screws up traffic because you're trying to do
Going up
freeway
this
speeds and
giant
you're doing
hill.
35 on flat ground. You go over the hill, you're doing 20, and everybody's looking at you because you're in your beach attire.
Just like this with our
Yeah,
phone
with phone and
everything.
Right.
great
and
view
to-
though, great view
To
and scenery
get
out
on
there.
top of the Poly
Amazing.
and look down at China Hat or can you
Chinaman's Hat.
Chinaman's Hat? What? That's where the Marine base is right
No,
there.
that would be the H3. The Poly, you don't see that from there.
Oh,
That's
okay.
the H3.
I don't know. I was there. It's been what did we in 2020? It was over 10 years ago.
Yeah.
11, 12 years ago we were there. I want to go back. I want to go back to Honolulu. Everybody, I hate Honolulu. It's the worst place in the world. No, that's where the Battleship Missouri is.
Yeah.
That's where I want to go.
Why?
Cool spots there.
Because I like
I
it.
don't understand.
Hey, when you got to go visit your very first love.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, we're at 2 hours and
She's in
12
New York.
minutes.
Oh, wow. I
So,
think we should probably wrap
we'll
this
go ahead and
bad
wrap
boy
this
up.
up.
Yep, call
Okay,
it a
here we go.
All right.
Lunch.
Bam. Have a good one.
Bam.